Park, all the way to 3rd Street Promenade, from the desert to the sea, for all of Southern California. AM 570 LA Sports and Super Week Los Angeles.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch.
¡Órale!
Solo voy con mi pena, sola va mi condena. Correré mi destino para burlar la ley. Perdido en el corazón de la...
Let the long hours stretch slowly across the afternoon.
Dog it out, Big.
I'm available.
Petros and Money, AM 570 LA Sports, a special installment of Petros and Money is we're on a flex alert, 1 to 4 p.m. 3 hours.
alert.
And B, we love being out with the people. It is so good to see all of your beautiful faces, at least half of them, as we are camped out in Hollywood Park Casino, right up the road from SoFi Stadium, the epicenter of Super Bowl 56, of which you will hear right here on your home of the Super Bowl, AM 570 LA Sports. Rams versus Bengals. I see a Lawrence Phillips jersey. I see a beautiful pair of Rams shorts. Matthew Stafford has joined us. We have got a strong Rams contingency.
R2D2.
R2D2
Ram
is here. I mean, my God, what a crew. And we will be here until 4 p.m. P.
We got prizes to give away, Matt.
We do.
Including a $500 Living Spaces gift card, Clippers tickets, Kings tickets, tickets to the Super Bowl. Experience.
You guys can't jump us like that with the applause.
Easy. God.
Super Bowl experience.
Act like you've been there. You don't score a touchdown and go, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, 2nd down and 9.
God in heaven. We're brought to you by Power Plus Mouth Guard. Protect your mouth. Details at powerplusmouthguard.com. Hollywood Park Casino. Elevate your game. You must be 21 years of age or older to enter now. The theme of our shows when we are flexed back is often surrounded by the term hope, because we hope that you win something. We hope that Jackson Limo delivers Mark Sanchez here safely, maybe in a matter of 10 to 20 to 30 minutes.
I think we need everybody's positive vibes pushing in that direction. I think we could use that. I think we could use positive energy for the arrival of Mark Sanchez in a timely fashion, because this is our show otherwise. Just to pull the curtain back for those of you that are here in person, this is the show that Tim Cates has put together.
Well, it's my older brother
today.
It's my older brother Tasso's birthday, so I'm ready to tell some Tasso stories.
Happy birthday, Tasso.
If we really have to.
Music at noon. Hopeful music at noon.
Found it.
What are we doing?
Found it.
On a Flex Alert, we are hopeful. Hopeful that the Cincinnati Bengals or the Rams or whoever you're rooting for or your prop bets or whatever it is come through. We're hopeful that Bert is fed in a timely fashion.
I believe the order's just been placed.
Bert's dome got a little too much sun, huh? Looks like a Easter egg that nobody found. Check it out in June, and that Easter egg's still there in the yard. What's going on, Bert? Did you go out in the sun recently?
You don't have a mic? Your mic doesn't work?
Okay, all right. It's over here. For the other guest that we don't have.
As you can see, we got not a lot of people going to be on those mics there. Maybe Tom from Zing Zang. A big thank you to Tom and Zing Zang.
Tom, Zing Zang.
Shout out, as we love Zing Zang. Look at these beautiful cans, gloriously decorated in that Zing Zang font, and the green for the margarita, the orange for the bourbon sour, and the red for the Bloody Mary. Of course, Zing Zang Bloody Mary mix is regularly cited and always cited unanimously as the best Bloody Mary mix in all the land. And now they have ready-to-go pre-made cocktails with 9% alcohol by volume. Oh,
we appreciate
boy.
Tom, because, it's one thing to have a one-night stand with PMS. You get a little drunk with a sales guy. You decide to do a deal with the Petros and Money Show. We scream Zing Zang for a couple months. The relationship runs its course. You remember it fondly. Maybe it's in your spank bank, but it's gone. Zing Zang has come back to us and gave us a late-night booty call.
Buenos dias.
Early in the month of January, and rehired us. And we appreciate that, Tom, because we are commercial sex workers, and we try hard to please, Matt.
Well,
we bring passion into what we do.
The problem is the walk of shame for us is done publicly. We show up to do our show on a Monday.
This is it.
And we look at our list of live reads, and it's all the folks that we're going to do commercials for that day. And we go, hey, Tim, there's no Zing Zang on there. What's going on? Yeah, they left. And you're humiliated
That hurts.
publicly, and it hurts.
That happens from time
Nobody
to time.
tells us. They don't break up with us. They're just gone.
You call the sales guy, and it's like what a lot of guys, and it's not even like what you do in high school to get rid of your girlfriend, just be really mean to her until she is over it. They don't even do that. They just stop doing the commercials, and then we have to say, what happened? And then they always say, well, they just wanted to go in a different direction. They like you.
Or they're moving their resources into
Elsewhere.
online
Like
and
Henrik.
elsewhere. Yes.
Like Henrik.
Yes.
I was thinking about Henrik just the other day.
It's funny. So was I. I used my grill the other day.
I was just like, wow, we had such a great relationship with Henrik. We were so close. And just like that, we were dropped like Kiefer Sutherland.
Like a boulder shoved down Mount Ararat.
Like poor Kiefer Sutherland was left at the altar by Julia Roberts, Matt. Very difficult to process and to stomach, which is why we certainly are happy that Zig Zag is back.
Was that Flatliners? What was that?
What they met on?
What did they? Oh, in real life.
In real life.
Oh, I thought I was thinking of the film. I was like, I remember they were in Flatliners together, but I don't remember them being married.
They were supposed to get married, and she left him at the altar and married Lyle Lovett.
Well, yeah. I mean, you get to the altar and you see Kiefer's all of 5'2". My God.
I'm going to marry this guy with
Can't marry this guy.
I'm going to marry this guy with a dead face instead.
That's right.
Lyle Lovett. So anyway, Mark Sanchez is supposed to be on his way. What are you doing, Kate?
He's going to get Sanchez.
What is that? Is it Sanchez?
He's going to get Sanchez.
Sanchez
Look at that.
couldn't be
Jackson
here
limo.
yet. He's not done. He's not done at Fox till 1 o'clock. But make sure that you
Don Martin driving that limo. He'll be here.
You can watch this show on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen.
Is that going right now?
That is going right now. We have all our YouTube types here. Everybody that makes PMS live on YouTube for some reason that we don't get paid extra for is here. So you can watch the show as well as listen to the show or just come here or listen terrestrially. The AM 570 LA Sports YouTube and Facebook. Oh, well, who can forget Meta? But we are very pleased to be on all those platforms right here on AM 570 LA Sports.
We got to get these numbers up. Everybody get over to youtube.com.
Why? What is it right now?
It's 64. Come on.
64?
I mean, come on. We're always in the 500s. Let's go.
Will you still need me when I'm 64?
It is. 62.
All right, Dad. See, you know what? They're going in the wrong direction. So this show is on YouTube. The big game is 5 days away. We did our Zing Zang read. We're very happy that everybody's here. Let's call this the show open because we are, Matt, for me,
Football.
after years of my resistance, together at an event for the Super Bowl. That's the truth. We are part now. Once this show started, once they fired up the YouTube, once Bert's bald tan head showed up, we are part of the wasteland of the Super Bowl post-apocalyptic commercial celebration of Rams versus Cincinnati.
I can get behind that.
Well, you're always part of it.
Yeah.
So Matt's always, Matt.
But the two of us
Yeah, we're
together
not, no.
on location with people wearing football jerseys with other men's names on the back of them. No, this is our dip into that pool.
Just so you know, this is what I have been desperately trying to avoid for at least the last 10 to 11 years during this week.
And it's not bad, right? I mean, look at these beautiful faces. Isn't it great to be back?
What's the number on YouTube?
82.
Yeah.
See what I mean? Isn't this great?
And we're here with all of the promotion that comes along. I mean, talk about pork. When it comes to the world of politics, everything gets glommed on and latched on like barnacles on a whale when it comes to the Super Bowl. Like?
We're pork barreling.
Zig Zag.
It's delicious.
We are on YouTube, as I said, which also puts us at odds.
102.
It puts us at, okay, come on. Triple digits.
Triple digits. We're on the move.
Look, Mom, top of the world. Ronnie becomes an enemy when we end up on YouTube.
That might be a little bit of an aggressive stance.
Adversary. Opponent.
Maybe liability.
Well, we're not allowed to play music.
Right.
And that stifles the creativity of the show because you can't play music, even though we played Clandestino by Manu Chao for like 3 minutes. Apparently, we're not supposed to play any other music for longer than 30 seconds. So that's something that stifles our creativity, Matt, in this new age of YouTube, great sports talk.
Where'd it go?
Great sports talk.
I know. It's Tim's writing. It drives me crazy. I had my own system. It was chicken scratch, and I had it all figured out.
It's an infuriating situation here at Hollywood Park.
Unbelievable.
Because our creativity is stifled. But we are here at Hollywood Park Casino in Inglewood, a dream locale for those who want to be in the epicenter of the action of Super Bowl 56. And I don't know if you guys were on the streets before you got here. I'm assuming you were, unless you were up gambling all night here at the HPC, which has happened back when Matt and I used to frequent casinos to do shows. There was a time that Matt and I, every Monday night during the football season, and that's a grind now.
Every damn night.
That's a grind. Every Monday night, Matt and I were live.
Every damn night.
From a competitive casino in Bell or Bell Gardens.
Something like that.
The Bicycle. And we went every single Monday from there, and we became, I thought, pretty comfortable at the casino.
Well, we became comfortable that we were never accepted. People hated us.
The gamblers did not like
great
us
intensity
because we were right in the middle of the floor, screaming and yelling about all the stupid stuff that we scream about while they were basically squandering their life. Well, Jerry Buss was there too a lot of the time. But either way.
And someone would always come tell us, hey, Jerry Buss is in the back room.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He hasn't left.
He was here a week ago.
One time, Herschel Dennis, the old running back.
That was great.
From Long Beach Poly, I guess stayed up all night at the Bicycle Casino. And when our show started, he curled up on the couch and went to bed for the entire show. So we are no stranger to doing the show live at a casino. Obviously, Matt, you and I have an affiliation with a different casino where we do the show as well. I believe this is our very first time at the HPC here in the Wood.
I was not prepared to see the decorations, the remodel, I guess purple velvet walls.
I feel like I'm in a high rise in Las Vegas.
Right? This is something. I mean, it really is something to take in.
And we have a full bar.
Right behind us.
And right there, Matt, right around the corner from you.
Thumbs up to that guy.
Right there.
Oh,
it's a two-sided bar. It's actually got four sides.
I was blinded by the YouTube lights.
So either way, we are here. We encourage you to come on down. It seems like there's tight quarters, but you can always sit at one of those pie gow tables and enjoy the show.
Hey, push.
And we got all kinds of stuff to give away.
That's right. $500, better than lose. $500 gift card.
Better than take.
That's right. $500 gift card to Living Spaces will be our grand prize. I assume that'll be a raffle, and people will be walking around with tickets. We've got some custom vans to give away if you are a size 10, 11.
Well, I mean, you might be able to squeeze into a
or 7.5, or 7.5. Yeah, 10, 11, 7.5.
Is Sean Johnson the gymnast here?
We got a whole box. That's why we got a whole box. So we're good. We got vans to give away. We've got $100 gift card to Smart and Final to help with your Super Bowl party. We got a whole lot happening. We'll be here for the next 2 hours, 45 minutes, and we do have an ETA on the centerpiece of our show.
Mark Sanchez?
He will be here according to our tracker.
Well, I was in yoga earlier, and my phone started ringing, and it was Mark Sanchez. Worst case scenario. I thought, like, oh, my God, they've driven him off a cliff. Or, oh, my God, he's sick. Or
something terrible.
Oh, God, Colin Cowherd is going to keep him for an extra hour. And
I offered him Micheladas.
Our plans are thwarted. But he's just said, I was like, hello, what is it? And he was like, hey, I'm in a guy. I was like, that's what's supposed to happen.
That's right.
You call me if something's wrong.
Well, we did set the tone at the start of we did set the tone yesterday with our thoughts behind the car and whether or not Mark would make it here, but he will be here in 20 minutes.
He had already sent me a text that said everything's perfecto.
Wonderful.
Because he's Spanish. So he's perfecto. And I was like, great. And then all of a sudden I get a call from him. Then I think things are no longer perfecto. I pick up the phone and it's like, oh my God. And I just,
Did you leave yoga?
I walked out of yeah, you can't take a call in the middle of it.
Well, that's what I mean. Are you allowed to leave the room?
Well, you're not supposed to bring a phone in there, but, my sister owns a studio, so I take liberties. F everybody.
You throw people off, Trying to be
whatever.
at one, and now I got some guy stepping over me.
Trying what?
Banging his way, trying to be at one with my inner self.
I see you doing a lot of that, trying to be
damn right.
I go right by the door, so it's not a problem. The voice of the Bolts and I, by the way, are really on a Sell Your Soul tour today. Not only are we live from the Hollywood Park Casino here in this beautiful lounge where there is a bar, but we are also live on the FM dial together. A reappearance on 98.7 for Matt and I. First time since the Bronco game between the Bolts and the Broncos that Matt and I have been together on Alt 98.7. And that is going to be a very exciting FM afternoon show that you might want to listen to in lieu of the Clipper game tonight.
That's right. The Chargers play there, but Booker and Stryker are there now in the afternoons, and they wanted to get our thoughts on the Super Bowl. At least that's what they were hoping to get out of the conversation.
I didn't want to talk about it.
They got very little of that. So that will, I believe, air sometime around 4:45 or 5 o'clock this afternoon. If you want to check that out. And, P, I want to let you know that Victor Jacobs has weighed in on the YouTube comments section.
See, Vic is trying – that's another problem here. We end up on all these remotes. We have all this YouTube.
Oh, it's him.
And Vic is
it's him.
Vic is trying to get on the show.
Well,
and we're like, Vic, we don't want to hear the echo. There's a crazy delay when we're all the way out here. You know, you're going to scream and rant and rave and not listen to any of our questions.
You tell me if this sounds like Vic. Maybe it is an imposter. Maybe it's not. Victor Jacobs, all caps, boys, ellipsis. No connection today, ellipsis. The park is alive, y'all, ellipsis. Can we try a phone connection? That, I believe, is
Vic
Victor
wants
Jacobs.
to call on the phone. What do you say?
On the telephone?
Should we let Mr. McKim? Mr. McKim betraying Vic the Brick as did Judas? A thumbs down? He's not coming, guys. You may never see that man in person ever again. That being said, should we let him on the phone?
I mean, he can't join us via Comrex. He could. I would rather have a delay on the good connection than Vic on a telephone.
Now, there is a 12th round stipulation here. We can be saved by the bell if Sanchez shows up. But if he doesn't.
Well, look, it's 1:20. We're going to have to break. I mean, I think we bring him on now. Have Ronnie Ronnie, can you dial up Vic? Let's see if we can make this work. Because it's
no, let's
sad.
just go to break and then talk to him.
Oh, you want to? Make him wait. Oh, boy.
That makes sure everything's puro, man. Ronnie's going to hit all the buttons and come in Manila and get everything figured out.
All right. Because that way I figure if we put him on now and it's a disaster, we can chalk it up to opening segment.
Get out.
You know, once we can go to commercial, we can reset, and the rest of the show's ahead of us.
Now cast your fate to the wind.
Oh, boy.
Let's go. We'll be right back with more PMS right here on AM 570 LA Sports, your home of Super Bowl 56. What does it look like to lose all your principles?
Download the free iHeartRadio app and search AM 570 LA Sports to listen to us wherever you go. Stay tuned. We'll be right back here on AM 570 LA Sports.
So we're excited to be here, excited to preview the Super Bowl experience, which is the interactive football festival for fans of all ages. In LA County, we're excited to welcome you this weekend. This is your weekend to come if you are an Angelino.
Ready for a real cocktail? Introducing new Zing Zang ready-to-drink cocktails in a can. America's #1 Bloody Mary mix with vodka. Zing Zang margaritas, tequila included. And whiskey sours with real Kentucky bourbon. Real cocktails, real ingredients, really good. New Zing Zang full-strength canned cocktails. Legendary taste, legendary day. Always ready.
Join us at the 3rd Street Promenade for the largest free football event in the city, the Tailgate Tour, February 10th through 12th, featuring live broadcasts, NFC champion LA Ram photo opportunities, the LA Charger experience, plus free food and drinks. The Tailgate Tour is coming back to LA and you're invited. Sponsored by Takis, Captain Morgan, Fox Sports Radio, AM 570 LA Sports, and KTLA Channel 5. EA Sports Madden NFL.
Now we're playing sudden death.
For the first time ever.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
You can listen to the action of the Madden Championship Series live with the grand prize of the largest prize pool in MCS history. $1 million. Featuring 14 of the world's best players.
Let's go be the best.
We've witnessed a year-long journey. A season of triumph, heartbreak, and redemption. Tuesday, the EA Sports Madden Bowl Championship Series finale. Live from 4 to 6 p.m.
We're trying to be champions this year, man.
In the end, there will only be one.
I'm the best in the world.
The Madden Championship Series 22, live in HD on iHeartRadio. All shows are Pacific Standard Time.
Power up with the Power Plus mouthguard. Power Plus is the next step in human evolution. By simply placing your jaw into the Power Plus position, you'll be able to achieve maximum strength, speed, and endurance, even mitigate concussion.
Power Plus mouthguard in a 13-year study is showing lower concussion rates to 0.26%.
For maximum performance and protection, get Power Plus today or order now. It will include a free carry case. Power up with Power Plus.
and Money Show is live here. And if you can't make it out to HBC, we'd love for you to watch on YouTube. That's right. The AM 570 LA Sports Channel has the live broadcast from now until 4 p.m. Mark Sanchez is en route. He is scheduled to arrive in about 5 minutes. He will be the centerpiece of the show as we get ready for Super Bowl 56, which you will hear right here on your home of the Super Bowl. We have been your home of the NFL all season long. Thursday, Monday night, Sunday triple headers, and now Super Bowl 56 at SoFi Stadium between the Rams and the Bengals. We got giveaways here. If you can make it to Hollywood Park Casino, easily accessible off the 405 or 105 freeways, off Century at the 405, Prairie on the 105. And we will be here with a $500 Living Spaces gift card, a $100 Smart and Final gift card. We've got PMS custom vans to give away, Clippers tickets, Super Bowl tickets to the Super Bowl experience, and
the Super Bowl experience, man.
Super Bowl experience. Exactly right. I can't hear a word you're saying because of these headphones, but
and the
we
mask.
love you.
The mask doesn't make it easy.
Also, I can't read your lips because of the mask, so kind of just out on all fronts.
Here's
but thank you.
What happens, you get yourself an alcoholic drink, you can take off your mask, and then the alcohol cleanses your breath and nose area to where no one will get sick. The alcohol, and it's science, the alcohol.
I'm sorry, what was that last part?
Science. It cleans out your nose like Navage.
Is it a particular proof that I need? Does it have to be like 80 proof?
Look. You see the marks. It couldn't be anything else.
I see Lawrence Phillips.
All these people are drinking with their naked face. And if you drink with your naked face, we're more likely to understand you. I see your raffle ticket. You might win.
There you go. You wanted to know about the raffle. Yes.
You might win something to the Super Bowl experience.
We got Clippers at 4 o'clock. That's why we are off. But a reminder, we have done a deal with the EA Sports Madden Bowl. You will hear the finals live in HD on iHeartRadio.
Birch Food is coming. 12 cream pies.
And also, YouTube.com, AM 570 LA Sports will have our broadcast live. We are live there right now with 179 watching and building.
Yeah.
So get on over there. Mark Sanchez, you'll see his beautiful face and body when he rolls in the next 5 minutes.
And you know, Matt, I got to say, before we get to Vic the Brick Jacob, who's champing at the bit.
Oh, ain't he?
At home right now. I got to say a big thank you to the prize hooker.
Unbelievable.
One of our most maligned listeners of all time. I mean, Matt really hates this guy.
I wouldn't say I hate him. I'd say he frustrates me. He will come by and collect your tickets as you leave.
But the prize hooker brought us these Graham Harrell-like wrestling/boxing leather belts.
Get over to the
Sports
YouTube.
Talk Supremacy.
And check this thing out.
Yeah, they're really big and beefy. And he also brought us some of his family tequila from, which is beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, prize hooker. We appreciate you, Solo Sports. This is much better than your brother's ever done for us.
That's true.
Now, you paid too much money for this now. You wasted your money.
He still comes out ahead. He's got a TV from us. He's got tickets to various events. I mean, he still comes out ahead. But, yes, you spent your own hard-earned money.
Look.
And we appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, prize hooker.
And he is only known as the prize hooker. We will not reveal his first name.
Solo
Not
Sports.
allowed. Prize hooker, thank you.
The prize hooker is willing to do a lot of things that would make people cringe for prizes, which is why he is the prize hooker. And speaking of prostitution, joining us now on the Chevy Silverado Celebrity Hotline.
That was not him on YouTube. AirSats Vic the Brick, not him.
Vic, are you there?
I'm feeling you guys. Feeling HPC. Yeah.
Smattering of applause, Vic. I think some guy has his arms crossed. He looks mad. Vic.
Hollywood Park Casino, man. Super Bowl week. This is a fusion of fun and frenzy. And, this is a beautiful, beautiful day in Inglewood, the city of champions.
How would you know, Vic?
And get this. We are celebrating Brother Bob's 42nd wedding anniversary with his beloved bride, Ginny.
Beautiful.
Ronnie, hit me.
We got sunlight on the sand. We got moonlight on the sea. We got mangoes and bananas you can pick right off a tree. We got volleyball and ping pong and a lot of dandy games. Now what ain't we got? We ain't got games.
Happy anniversary, Brother Bob.
Yeah. Beautiful, Vic. Happy anniversary, Brother Bob. We love him. And his analysis was spot on when he came on that day. He said the Rams defense was going to put Tom Brady on his ass.
And they did.
And they did. They put him on his ass into retirement.
All right, so Vic, you're on. You've got what you wanted. We didn't make you come here, and yet you're still getting your radio shine. What do you want to do, Vic? You made this happen, Vic. What do you want to do? In the words of Pat O'Brien, go.
I'm basically setting the table for the great Sanchito. Mark Sanchez, will he be wearing the white pants? That's the big pregunta. Will he be going white pants? White pants, Mark Sanchez, his incredible NFL analysis. It's going to be a sensational time.
Will he be wearing white pants, Matt?
Well, I'm going to go with no because he had a prior on his. He's here as a second appearance.
Yes,
and I can't imagine him doing a first appearance in white pants. But then again, he's got a private car that's got a privacy window, so he could always swap outfits.
He can change his pants,
and he is someone
he could change his pants right there in the parking structure next door. I'm sure a lot of stuff like that's gone down next door. Something might even happen between the changing of the pants.
I could see that. I could certainly see that. There is an ATM here.
It's going to be a fabulous reunion.
Exactly.
Fabulous reunion. With
That's a great call, Vic. He'll be wearing. You're absolutely right. He will be wearing white pants.
I tried to get my pant game going today. I got these palm trees on my pants. Marijuana, no, sir. These are palm trees, sir. Although we're not anti-marijuana on this show, but these, I believe, are palm trees.
Well, you're rocking a very cool T-shirt, P. What is the genesis of that T?
It's a T-shirt with a killer whale on it, and it says "Killer Vibes" because I'm in a great mood, and I love to promote the Super Bowl and all of our great sponsors, man.
It's gone great so far.
Boy, Barry from Barry's Tickets.
And Zing Zang. And Tom is here, and we've got all the ready-to-go cocktails available in a can at 9% alcohol by volume. We mentioned the stuff we're giving away, and a reminder, the Friday, we will be out at 3rd Street Promenade. So this is not our only Super Bowl
appearance. Who's going to double up? What sorry bastard in this crowd is going to come to the Santa Monica 3rd Street Promenade to promenade with us and the Bolt Bash? What else do you want to think about on Super Bowl week with the Rams playing Cincinnati other than the Chargers? That's what I want to think about.
Exactly right.
I want to party with the Bolts.
I said it yesterday. Justin Herbert, Pro Bowl MVP. Ball's in your court, Rams. What do you got?
They zig, we zag.
What do you got?
You do Rams, we'll do the Chargers.
We got the Pro Bowl MVP. What do you got on your squad? What do you have going?
Well, he's not coming on.
No, he would never do that.
No, we don't.
Come on. Let's not get crazy here.
No, but Clay Travis said he'd come by to be divisive.
He doesn't know that we're on 3rd Street yet.
He does.
He does?
I texted him.
And he's still willing to come by?
He asked me. I didn't even ask him to come out. He asked me what remotes that we had available. I said, we're doing the Hollywood Park Casino on Tuesday. And I said, we'll be at the 3rd Street Promenade on Friday. He says, okay, I'll come Friday.
Wonderful.
And I said, I didn't even invite you on the show, but we'll take it. Vic, anything else?
Petros and Money doing it live all week. This is sensational. One question: has Bert got his food yet? That's what I want to know.
Yes. And you know what?
Life is good.
It looks good.
They call them sliders, but they're more like junior burgers. It's a step up from a slider.
Yeah, I never really understood the
like
slider thing because it's not like you don't have to chew it. You know, it's not just going to slide down your throat like an oyster. Like, why do they call it sliders? It's not, it's not that small that you don't have to chew it.
I think the White Castles were the original sliders.
I get it, but you still got to chew.
Well, I think the idea is how it exits. It's more of a slide on the exit.
Well, that makes it a real, I'm sure that's what a great thing for a restaurant.
Exactly.
All right, Vic, are we done?
Hey, no white pants.
No.
Athletic.
Well, he did ask me, earlier if there was a dress code here at the casino.
Clearly the answer was no.
And I told him there was no dress code. So, Vic, we're going to take a break, Vic.
Listen, you guys are doing a fabulous job. Hollywood Park Casino, feeling you.
Feeling you, Vic.
Welcome to Super Week. We're in the midst of it. We're immersed in football bliss. Los Angeles, Inglewood, City of Champions, y'all.
Glad this worked out, Vic. God bless you. And no two hermano for you because Mark Sanchez wants to play it. So we're going to do that.
Which is interesting. Beautiful. I didn't even know he was aware of the game's existence.
Cannot wait.
It's not really much of a game. Vic, and happy anniversary to Brother Bob.
Mad love to Sanchito.
Love you, Vic.
And Brother Bob.
The great HPC.
Asha. We'll be here till 4. Hollywood Park Casino. Join us live and in person. Win something great. Join us on YouTube. We're over 200 people now, 218. And when we return, you will set your eyes upon the striking figure the people here at HPC, they get to enjoy his presence amongst them.
Wow, those really are Ram shorts.
Yeah, those are beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah.
Old school horn, not the new one.
It would be like if you had ram horns, but on your hips. Like coming out of your hip.
Yeah.
It'd be very hard to move around, not knock stuff over.
Kind of hard to get the collision.
Hard to really not knock things over when you're walking around the house. We'll be right back with more PMS on AM 570 LA Sports. Mark Sanchez is in the house.
Tuned. We'll be right back here on AM 570 LA Sports.
And have all that praise and adulation for the moment, and know that you made it. We were all happy for you, and obviously we could not wait to see what was next. But when it comes to a guy like Aaron Donald and playing with these guys, and just every moment that you've had out there, saying goodbye to Tom Brady after you beat you beat those guys. I mean, are you old enough to where you can really absorb the moment in the moment and say, wow, this is great NFL history that I'm part of, and this is part of my story too? Or is that all something we're going to talk about later when we're promoting your Alta Loma prime rib joint or whatever you got going on?
yeah, right. It's a fine line. It's a fine line of really letting my guard down to truly understand and appreciate what I'm doing, and being away from 2 years and coming back and look, I'm in it, right? Yeah. And people just don't do this, and to play at a high level that I'm doing, like, it just doesn't happen. So you do a little bit, but also, like I said, in Kobe's famous words, the job's not done yet, and this will all go down the wayside if we don't end up doing what we're all meant to do, and that's go win it all.
On AM 570 LA Sports, we have got Super Week in Los Angeles covered from Hollywood Park all the way to 3rd Street Promenade, from the desert to the sea, for all of Southern California. AM 570 LA Sports and Super Week Los Angeles. Wow, it's here.
Petros and Money, AM 570 LA Sports, live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. If you're not at Hollywood Park Casino with us right now, you want to hit up YouTube. YouTube, AM 570 LA Sports. The guest of honor, the driving force behind our appearance has arrived. A huge shout out to Jackson Limo for moving the man all around town.
Miller's
your guy?
That was my driver. He knows Petros.
Miller.
Gave me all the dirt on Petros.
He's planning to pike out right now.
Hey, get that drink out of your hand, Miller.
Right? Miller and Jackson Limo, thank you so much for delivering him to us. We're going to be here until 4 o'clock. We're giving away a $500 gift card to Living Spaces. Buy it today. Enjoy it tonight. Beautiful.
Living Spaces.
Yes, look at that.
Joining us now on the Chevy Silverado celebrity headset, El Matador himself, the winningest USC quarterback in the NFL playoffs of all time.
That's the truth.
F you, hate
That's
it.
the truth.
That's the truth.
That's the truth.
He started his high school career in Santa Margarita, but they couldn't hold him. The public school was calling him Publico. A Mission Viejo Diablo. Should be or will be in the Rose Bowl Hall of Fame. And, of course, his great NFL career. Mark Sanchez, our dear friend, just finished his very first year calling NFL games on Big Fox after a year with the evil four-letter in the studio. He did call in Cowherd today. And listen, to get somebody like this at a Super Bowl event generally costs tens of thousands of dollars. And
Wait,
I'm not even kidding.
That's not happening?
Well, it's the negotiation
There is
has begun, Mark.
And all I get is a
This is where
t-shirt.
it starts.
All I got is a t-shirt.
We have a
stinking zing-zang.
We have a budget, but it does not include the let's just say the rider that you're used to. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, it is Sanchito, Mark Sanchez.
Oh, and I appreciate this.
Oh, look at us, a jersey in the house.
Oh, look
Let's
at that.
go.
Beautiful.
Clearance rack.
No, that was bought at P. Oh, look at that. And a USC one in the back. How about that?
Throwback. Back
Beautiful.
to my prime.
He has a subtle troll for you as well. I just noticed that.
What's that?
Just a subtle troll for Petros. Look at the shirt.
The Clash.
The Clash. He was part of it. He was part of the invite.
Well,
LA was out.
We were talking about this.
Right off the 405.
That's right off the 405 at the Coliseum.
Relax.
Right there.
That's my guy.
He brought it up to Colin just this last hour. He mentioned the 405 to Colin.
Well done.
Crickets.
I don't think he realized.
He didn't put it to.
No.
Yeah. But hey.
And that's fine.
You did it. You did it for us and our
Colin's
listeners.
my dog,
and we
though.
appreciate
Colin's
it.
my dog.
I know. You guys do great together.
I do respect his
The hits
takes.
are great.
I don't always agree.
Friend of the show.
I appreciate
Absolutely.
him getting to where he gets and like explaining his methodology and how he thinks about it. So
You were at the race. What was it like?
you know, I
You
really
brought your
enjoyed
boy?
it. I did. I brought my son Daniel, and
You were
he
a
had
grand
blast.
marshal.
I was a secondary marshal, so I got to start a qualifier race, not the main one.
Whatever,
but close
man. You
enough.
got to start a race.
Listen, you don't have to be Amazon. You know, you can be like the next one and have a great
The
life.
problem is we don't know the name of the next one. We just know
Alibaba?
Amazon. I guess
FedEx.
so. There you go. Wish. Something.
Hello?
Bumble.
I don't know. Bumble. Get out of here.
And you
We
brought
just started.
And you brought liquids.
Clown acts.
Yeah, that's what that's right.
Give me that.
question, bro.
We are clown acts. Oh, you know what? You can put a 10 on us. There we go.
All right, just tell us. What
All
was
right,
the
here we
race like? You're
No,
wearing
I-
the Clash shirt. You
Yeah.
were there. You saw the NASCAR types. We were just talking about it during the break.
Sure, it was.
LA was out.
You know, if you're like a NASCAR purist, it probably wasn't the race for you. You're more of a Bristol, Talladega,
Sure.
Daytona 500 person. And that's
Rockingham.
fine. But for LA,
Bristol?
to get LA involved, to go after that, a different market and, you know, La La Land, it's a different animal.
Was it like
so
a
you got to
party?
approach it differently. You bring Pitbull.
Did you
bring
meet him?
Ice Cube.
Did you
No,
meet Pitbull?
I did not.
Oh, damn.
But when Check Yourself came on, I went off.
Did you?
Reggie and Matt were like, whoa, how do you know all the words to this? I was like, my brother Nick, you know, he used to
Sure.
bang this.
Wait,
in his
Reggie
old
and
school.
Matt don't know the words to
No,
check
they know
yourself?
it. They know it, but not like I knew every word.
Yeah, they
Okay.
know. They know. Whoop,
So-
there it is.
Stop. So, calmate, carnal. So, you know, it's a short track. They don't have the real estate, obviously. There's no like infield. There's no, you know, the RVs in the middle and
Which is
people
a
going
great
crazy. So it's a little different. Obviously, there was a halftime. It was 150 laps, and they had a halftime at 75 laps, which doesn't
Ice
happen
Cube.
at NASCAR. And then they had Ice Cube, which
Kind of cool.
I think it's cool for
Yeah.
LA people or, you know, California people. It's cool. Like I'm saying, if you're like a SEC homer and like that's NASCAR, your baby from
Daytona
running moonshine back in the day, then yeah, you're probably not going to like that. But I thought
it looked like more of a party than a race.
And to get, that everyday person who has nothing to do with NASCAR, doesn't know NASCAR at all, like me, it was awesome. And I had a blast with my son, so that's all that mattered.
Now, wait, did you wonder where I was? Like, here's all these Fox types.
Yeah, so that actually didn't cross my mind. No.
Can you believe that Jake Ullman invited everybody but me?
He must have ran out.
We do a radio show in the afternoon drive in Los Angeles. Like, I'll talk about your stupid race.
Wow. See, it's because of comments like that.
Well, now,
right?
They didn't buy me off.
The thing is, had he invited,
there's no way I'm going.
There's no way. No, there's absolutely
no. But I'm going to
zero
complain
chance.
about it either way.
Zero chance.
Well, yeah, that's what the opportunity to complain.
Right.
Well, we now have an invite to every Jake Ullman event for the rest of our lives.
Well, you know what that means? Fontana, here we come.
Woo!
Kentucky.
Let's go. Let's rent an RV. You want to go? You want to rent an RV? You want to go
I feel like we can brand
Let's
this.
do it. Let's
But
go.
you
Let's
guys
go.
are gonna have
Friday,
to bring
Saturday
up the
night.
budget. You're going to have to bring up
We
the
can
budget.
brand it with the new mezcal, Sanchito.
Let's go.
Tell us about Mark Sanchez. Look, if you're a good-looking guy and you're maybe past 30, and you're good-looking and people like you, and you live somewhere near Mexico, you could have a tequila.
All those things are relative.
Or a mezcal. Now, the cool people are doing mezcal now. The losers like George Clooney, effing loser.
Oh, geez.
They're into tequila. Right. Sanchez has a new mezcal, and he is the founding partner of this giant, awesome bottle of liquor, which cannot be understated what a nice gift this is for you and I, Matt. And we're going to drink it.
It's a gift we drink.
Yeah.
We're drinking it right now.
Well, what is
Pass them out, he said,
Pass it around.
on the house.
No.
Una
that's
ronda,
against,
por favor.
That's against the rules here at Hollywood Park Casino.
Rules are guidelines.
Am I the only one around here who gives a about the rules?
Tell us, Sanchez, where did this come about?
It's a mezcal artesanal. It is, which is...
Is that artisan? An artisan mezcal?
Exactly.
I picked up on that.
100% agave.
Good job, Matt.
Espadín y barril. Those are the two types of agave. What I realized is there's a bunch of different types of agave, and these are some popular ones to pair together, but similar to like the horticulture involved in winemaking, it all matters. The soil, the location, and I went down to Oaxaca and got to see.
Did you use the spade and cut the thing?
Yes. Well, they basically have like a giant oven, or think of like a big circular spa that could fit probably like 20 people.
Okay.
They put the agave in there.
Cell phones in the box, everybody. Cell phones in the box.
Too soon. Maddie, hang in there, big dog. You're awful. So basically they cut them out. They grow the agave. They cut it out. They put it in the deal, and they're cooking it underground. And so when you first take it out after like 3 days, you can take it out of the dirt and you can cut off pieces of it, and it tastes like sugar cane. Like it's super sweet and smoky and great, and that's where it gets that earthy tone.
Right.
And that's why we have the mezcal that we have. But it's
delicious.
Called Campante, and you can get it online at mezcalcampante.com. You can also get it at Campante.
Campante. We'll take a picture of it and put it on the Petros and Money Twitter and Instagram and our many platforms, which are so powerful.
Yeah, exactly. I'm here to boost my YouTube following, so I figured this would be
We're
the right
on
place.
We got 235 people right now.
Oh, that's big time.
So there you go.
Cross-pollinating. Love it.
Right.
So what you can also get at the Wine Exchange off the 55 in Orange County, Dan the man down there, and then Gabby, who's like a mezcal savant. I mean, she's amazing. Think of a sommelier for wine. She's that for mezcal. And then it's down at Javier's. They have it at Javier's in Orange County.
Look at that, huh?
Plug.
You guys ever been to Javier's? It's like a little taco stand down there.
Whoa.
No, it's very small right there on the Newport
Not anymore,
coast.
buddy.
It's almost like, they have the watermelon with the ladle, the juice. Yeah, Javier's. Very humble.
Cut off tank tops. That's your.
That's where I met Kobe the first time. R.I.P. So
Javier's.
Yeah.
Javier's in Newport Coast.
He used to live up in Newport Coast.
Right.
So, like, if I buy this at Javier's, what are we talking about? $20 a glass? I mean, this is Sanchito. You ain't selling Cuervo here.
For the Wine Exchange, it was $56.98.
Whoa!
For one bottle.
For one bottle.
That's a bargain.
We can live with that.
Well, it's artisanal.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I mean, it's not like it's a bottle of a Swauza.
Heck no. Bottom shelf covered in dust.
Wowza.
I think it's Sousa.
It is Sousa.
No, I don't
S-A-U-Z-A.
think- no, you guys are wrong.
So I'm going to ask
There's no like two dots
guys
over
are
the U.
idiots.
It's not a W.
I want to ask a dumb question,
Couple of idiots.
Mark. So
I
here's
got a dumb answer.
So I put my nose in here.
Yeah. I'll tell you what you're
and
smelling.
I feel like I'm smelling some scotch, like some peaty scotch.
So
That's the smokiness, Matt.
Yeah.
So
The smokiness of the agave.
It's like
I'm
it's,
taking this
it's like
straight.
peaty.
I'm taking this straight from the website.
Okay,
You ready?
yeah.
I am truly invested in this company. So, but this kind of stuff, I don't know enough about the
Sure.
tasting of mezcal to know. But Compante is a luminous silver elixir with smooth, deep complexities.
Silver elixir.
Light, smoky tones met with floral sparkles.
Okay, I
God.
got the sparkles. I feel I can
You
taste
felt
the
the
sparkles.
sparkle. I know you did. Sweet aromas and hints of citrus. The perfect balance.
That
leaving an
perfect mix.
imprint on your soul. Tu alma.
Oh, wow.
I feel it.
Full-bodied and totally compelling. I don't know what else to say about
No,
it, but
this
it's
is great.
awesome.
It's really good.
I mean, you're a pretty big time guy here, Sanchez.
That's the truth.
You know, John
Give me it, John Papadakis.
John Madden might have had a 12-ounce Miller Lite can in a commercial or two, but he did not have a beautiful bottle of mezcal like this and something to fall back on if your broadcasting career doesn't work out.
Compante.
You can become a mezcal mogul, which I believe is there's a lot of them.
Well, he's going head to head with
Hey,
Jeannie
hey.
Bush. She's got tequila.
Yeah.
He's got mezcal.
And Kylie Jenner, or one of them girls.
Michael Jordan's in on
She's
that.
got the 818 tequila.
Let everybody taste it, and we'll see.
Delicious.
See where they
Yeah,
land.
F you, Michael Jordan.
I didn't say that.
Sanchez got a way better tequila. Or mezcal.
Thank you.
Excuse
They're
me.
both from agave, different
But we
ways
sound
of
like
making
we
them.
sound like real gringos calling it tequila, don't we? Especially while we're drinking it.
It's agave. It's agave, and the mezcal is cooked in the ground. The tequila's in, in ovens. So.
Oh,
just
and you
a
know
little
what?
different.
I'm on your website now. You know what this is?
Mhm.
It's the spirit that brings people together.
Yeah!
Just
That's what
like
we
it
do.
brought Mark Sanchez and the
The
Petros and
alma.
Money show
We
The
together.
do.
soul, Matt.
That's what I'm talking
But
about.
I do think if you just take a little, we do a lot of commercials here. Some say Matt and I are pretty good at marketing.
I'd
You
say
know,
excellent.
We're the best. Look at all these people. Now look, what if? Now I don't think that you should put your face right here. Like that would be overstated.
See,
right?
somebody said something about this, and I'm curious what you're going to say. Go.
Right
Just
here.
a little number 6
Just
or something,
a
like
six,
a seis.
or
like a-
you in a sombrero
okay.
right here.
Right? I like it.
Look a lot like the
like a
Tapatio
serape,
guy.
like a
Yeah.
serape and
But
a sombrero. Yeah.
But here, painted beautifully in the
Right.
Dia de los Muertos style.
Ooh.
Maybe a skull face, Sanchez, with the number 6.
Ooh.
How about that? The
But-
thing with the 6
but
is,
not-
Troy Aikman's got the 8 on his beard.
Oh,
so we
that's-
don't want to do the number thing.
Bitch, man.
But he's got the 8 now. He's kind of already
Non-alcoholic.
done it.
wrong
He's
with
like,
that?
hey, it's 8.
Non-alcoholic.
It's not
Oh, it's not?
alcoholic?
No, that's not true.
I was
That's
gonna
not
say, what the
true.
hell? Whoa, it's just a straight
Just
lager.
reminded me of a
Why?
Zima. Remember that one?
On the ceiling.
You're too young
Yes.
for Zima.
My brother, I can't air him out like that. Never mind.
Was he a Zima guy in high school?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Kind of everybody was for a second.
I remember.
It was new. It was on the
has
scene.
more-
It's like, let's
It
try
has
it.
more alcohol content.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
So,
but
like, if you're bashing him for not being like cool
No,
enough
I'm not
or
saying that.
manly enough, then it's like, well, I'm actually,
There was a guy that I went to high school with. He's a year older than me. His name was Troy Robinson. And he was talking about Zima when it came out. He said, you know what we could be? We could be like the Zima crew. Like everybody shows up at these parties with beer.
And
but
we've
we
got
roll up with
Zima.
Zima. And I'll
And
never forget that. That's- We love you, Troy. We'll be back
Maybe
with
like
Mark
a-
Sanchez.
Maybe like a portrait on the backside. So when you look through
Comes
the
through.
booze, you see you.
like the highlight.
Like inside,
like
like, a
a
highlight.
smart water with the goldfish.
Exactly. But it's you.
Yes, it'll be
It's
a
you.
goldfish with my face.
Even
Hello?
better. What does Campante mean?
Matador, like calm, cool when things are chaotic. So like Joe Burrow,
There you go.
Burrow, Campante.
I like it.
Joe Burrow.
I mean, I'll tell you what's cool and collected. Remember the GQ layout? You in the white pants?
Hey, I wore
In
these
the-
sweet pants.
In the red tank
I wore
top?
these sweet shorts.
No,
And the sweet shirt.
These deserve a lot more than they're getting. We'll be right back with more Mark Sanchez on PMS Live from Hollywood Park Casino. Come on out.
You're clear.
Tuned. We'll be right back here on AM 570 LA Sports.
And have all that praise and adulation for the moment, and know that you made it. We were all happy for you, and obviously we could not wait to see what was next. But when it comes to a guy like Aaron Donald and playing with these guys, and just every moment that you've had out there, saying goodbye to Tom Brady after you beat you beat those guys. I mean, are you old enough to where you can really absorb the moment in the moment and say, wow, this is, great NFL history that I'm part of, and, this is part of my story too? Or is that all something we're going to talk about, later when we're promoting your Alta Loma prime rib joint or whatever you got going on?
yeah, right. It's a fine line. It's a fine line of really letting my guard down to truly understand and appreciate what I'm doing, and being away from 2 years and coming back. And look, I'm in it, right? And people just don't do this. And to play at a high level that I'm doing, like, it just doesn't happen. So you do a little bit, but also, like I said, in Kobe's famous words, the job's not done yet. And this will all go down the wayside if we don't end up doing what we're all meant to do, and that's go win it all.
On AM 570 LA Sports, we have got Super Week in Los Angeles covered from Hollywood Park all the way to 3rd Street Promenade, from the desert to the sea, for all of Southern California. AM 570 LA Sports and Super Week Los Angeles. Wow, it's here.
We're playing the game. We're playing the game.
Where's Jimbo Fisher?
Next hour.
Oh, sorry.
Jimbo's coming home?
No, he's not.
No.
Oh.
I think you just want like the sound bites, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Clown acts.
Clown acts.
We don't have that one yet.
We don't have that one yet.
It's a little early.
We don't have Michelotti
Look, it's
yet.
Super Bowl week. What do you want? Got a lot going on.
Wait,
Clown
where
acts.
is it? You have all these things.
I
Where
know.
is it?
Well,
because it's at the studio.
It's at the studio.
So you have a huge one at the studio.
No, we don't
Well,
have
we
anything.
have the computer that
Stop
has them
the
all.
show. Stop
and
the
then and then Kate's and I have to
Oh,
get
sorry.
together
What did
and
I do?
like get
Sorry.
cables. No, it's all good. Get cables going.
Gotcha.
And, you got to is the level right?
So it's
and
work
can you
for
get it
Kate's, and that's why.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's busy.
Noted.
You know, he's how
busy
can you not be
getting my
hopped
food.
up on Zing Zang?
He's busy getting me my food.
That's right.
Oh, did you order something?
Kate's, get me food now.
Well, thank God.
Sliders, mini burgers, what are they?
Thank God we fed Bert. Right? All right. Is everything okay? We got it all figured out?
I think we're good.
All right, let's start the hour off. It's fine.
It's all fine. Hey, it happens, man. Sometimes
happens all the time.
Those are the best moments. They occur naturally.
Don't pee.
God, I
What?
hope the Super Bowl never comes back to LA.
You-
It's Tuesday,
you're
and I'm not
alive.
going to make it through the week.
You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to
I
lie.
hate it.
Why?
Scoffers will come scoffing.
Going it out, Vic, Petros and Money, AM 570 LA Sports. 223 people watching on YouTube right now. We'd like to double that because
Yeah.
Mark Sanchez is here. Oh, God, we just went down to 220.
Dang it.
AM 570
Stop
LA
saying I'm here.
Sports on YouTube.com. Mark Sanchez is here with his Campante Mezcal that is delicious,
What?
artisanal.
A great mezcal.
Delicious.
Made by a man that a lot of people admire, coast to coast, but a lot here in Southern California.
He's about to order food at Hollywood Park Casino. Bert's been fed. Our man Tom is here from Zing Zang. We can't thank him enough.
Our troubles are over.
I mean, my God, we just gave away a $500 gift card to Living Spaces. Buy it today, enjoy it tonight.
Living spaces.
To Ricardo, we got another one to give away. Turns out Grovey Grove gave us two. So we just gave away our first one. We'll give away another one, a $100 gift card, Smart and Final, Clippers tickets, Petros and Money Show custom vans. We got a lot of prizes to give away. We would love for you to come down and join us.
And thank you to the from the Chapina, Sarah, who's an announcer over
Ooh.
there, who made me this wonderful bracelet
Chapina?
to wear.
Chaparita?
She's from Guatemala.
Oh, okay.
She's a Chapina.
Very good.
As opposed to Costa Rica, which would make her a.
Tika.
Tika.
Yes, or
Tico.
El Salvador, which would make her a.
Ooh, got me. I don't know.
I think you got him too.
Guanaco.
Oh, okay. Guanaco.
Or Honduras.
Guanaca.
Or Honduras.
I don't know all of them.
Honduras. Catracho. And if you have a
Wow.
big ass head, you're a Yucateco. It's a truth.
It's the truth.
It is a two Hermano. That's right. It is a two Hermano Tuesday on the Petros and Money Show, and we are live from the Hollywood Park Casino for Super Bowl 56. Yes, a game that none of us can afford to be at other than Mark Sanchez. Yeah.
Are you going, Mark?
To the game?
Yeah.
TBD.
Is that right?
TBD.
Still
it
trying to decide whether or not you want to go?
nice. Must be nice. Fast and loose.
Oh, here
You know,
we
I don't
go.
know if I'm
Here
going to
we
make
go.
it to the
Hey.
Super Bowl. I don't know.
He's a man who needs to be seen.
I got to
you know?
figure it out. I got to figure that out. I do have an event that morning, so I need to. I
Like
just
an
need to figure
event,
it out.
like an independent event, or you got to work with Fox, or like what do we got
no,
going?
non.
Is it a dance class?
No, a promotional type thing.
I gotcha.
Super Bowl breakfast.
A Super Bowl breakfast
hey,
with
yeah.
what, like former participants in the championship round?
Wow.
Is that what it is, huh? Because this man was in the AFC Championship, damn it.
That was a backhanded compliment.
No, that was a compliment.
Whatever.
Straight compliment. You made the AFC Championship, for God's sakes. Matthew Stafford never won a playoff game, and he's been in the game for 13 years. This was his first win.
I played in the Sun Bowl and scored a touchdown, bitch.
So there's that.
So you can,
Boom.
Right?
Petros has entered the chat.
That's right, brother.
Love it.
Right there.
Exactly.
Shaved it to 10 against TCU that day. AFC Championship, my ass. All right, now listen. It is Tuesday on the Petros and Money Show.
Oh, boy.
Which means it's a two Hermano Tuesday, which is something that started a long time ago on a different show.
Prepare to be entertained.
But we usually play with Vic the Brick, and it's terrible. And now we're going to play with Mark, and it might also be the same. But either way, we're going to do it. But we have to ask Mark Sanchez. Let me ask you this, Mark Sanchez.
I'm texting my brother because he's going to help me with answers.
No.
He
Like,
can't. That's not how it works.
It's
There's
an easy
no
game.
technology.
The
No
game's called Tu
technology.
Hermano.
Yes.
I'm actually texting my
Well, then
hermano.
maybe we'll enter
I'm
him
sorry.
into the conversation.
Now listen. What is your understanding of how the game works?
So my understanding through a quick debriefing by mi hermano is it's somebody who's kind of in the news right now. I thought they had to have some sort of like.
No, there's only one thing that you need to know is the first name that is said will be mentioned. And once it is said, you will then have to somehow tie a name together.
And it can rhyme with it? Or it has to be the exact name?
It can rhyme. It could be in the same field. It could have the same first name, similar last name.
Got to be some connection.
Should we give him like a quick example?
Sure.
Okay. So if he were to say
Solo Sports, who brought us those beautiful weight belts as tu hermano.
And then I would
Solo
say
Sports.
Yeah,
So you could say like Hope Solo.
There you go. You got it. Okay. And then if you say Hope Solo,
hey,
I
Hope
go
Solo.
Bob.
Bad guy, right?
Then I would go Bob Hope, and then he could,
Hope Solo's kind of a bad guy, right? I mean, she's been in a lot of trouble, right? Oh, sorry. We draw the line at Hope Solo here?
Hey, she's done other things, okay?
As counsel for Mark Sanchez, I refuse to opine.
All right. So, you've already got it. You've already got it.
I don't know.
You've already figured it out. Jeremy Stevens, good guy.
That's her husband.
I'm a great
Tim
guy.
Cates, great guy.
All right.
All right, he's got it.
All right, let's say.
So now it's going to go to you, Sanchez. You're going to come.
Well, should we start in earnest? It seems like he got it.
I think he's got it.
All right. So do I usually start?
Yes.
Okay. Michelle from Compass Media, one of the great.
Michelle Salvatore is right over here.
One of the great freaking administrators in radio, play-by-play on earth. Es tu hermana. I know hermana, but it's hermana.
Michelle Salvatore.
Michelle Salvatore. She's enjoying her campante back there, I hope.
Michelle Beadle. It's to hermana.
Yeah.
You know what? I heard that party invite's not that hard to get this year.
Stop.
I will.
I'm a fan of Beadle.
I'll take your Michelle Beadle. We're fans of Michelle Beadle.
Sure.
And I'll go Michele tu hermano.
Stop the fire.
What?
Damn right.
Michele.
Come on. You just said you knew all the.
Dr. Dre was her boyfriend, that terrible domestic violence issue.
on.
Oh, my God.
But it's cool. Dre's going to play halftime. He's not canceled. Don't worry.
Michele.
Dre's fine, What? Am I wrong? Wacko?
It's nothing but positivity when you're on this set,
Did
Mark.
Dr. Dre and
all we
Michele,
do is we celebrate everybody's greatest moment in their life.
They mixed it up a little.
Michele tu hermano. Now what? Hey, quit stalling.
Michelle Papayans from Maxim, es tu hermano, an Armenian girl that I dated.
How does that
That's
count?
what he does. He goes. He does a lot of. I went to high school with
That's all
this
I
guy.
got. That's all I could think of. I was trying to think of a famous
New
Michelle.
York style pizza, Papa John's.
Oh, that's a good sponsor for you.
That's a good one.
Good job. Hey, Papa John's not around anymore, though, right?
No.
Why do I gotta go there?
Shaq owns
Shaq.
like all of it. He's like he and Peyton Manning, I think, own it all. I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
I think that's it.
It's awesome.
You're probably right.
So I got Papa John's. So I'm going to go Nick Papa Giorgio.
Ooh, from
exactly Vegas
I
Vacation.
work in software in the software business.
Exactly. See, that's how the game works. Now we're moving.
I'll go with my ex-brother-in-law, Nikos Papadopoulos.
Okay.
Es tu hermano.
I'll go with my dad/brother, Nick Sanchez Jr. Sr.
All right.
It's my dad's.
One's literally my brother, mi hermano.
But that's good.
Again,
I mean, he's the one that
I
got
got
you
them both
prepared to
in.
play. All right. I'll go with.
Right now, he's so excited. Like right now, he's like Dennis. He's like Dennis Hopper in Hoosiers in the hospital, like listening to the radio, listening to Mark play, to
Jumping on the
hermano,
bed.
freaking out. The nurses don't know what to do.
I will go with. I believe him to be. It was either him or Kevin Butler. I believe him to be the last man in the NFL who wore the single bar.
Ooh,
Nick Lowry, tu hermano.
Lowry's seasoned salt. No MSG. Es tu hermano. Remember when MSG was a thing?
Oh, yeah.
And they would put the sign outside the Chinese.
Hooper Lowry?
There you go.
Who is he? What's his first name?
You can just
Nick
say, no. Starts with a K.
Kyle Lowry?
There you go.
Thank you.
Done.
Thank you.
If that was Victor Brick, we'd be like, you're done.
You're done. It's over.
I'm sorry.
All right. I'll take your Kyle Lowry. And I mean that dang old Bush Lowry right there, man. Kyle Bush out there. Woo, yeah, Kyle Bush, tu hermano.
Kyle Kraska shot in San Diego.
In his driveway and survived. Jeez.
From Channel 11. Did you know that?
I did not
Here's
know
what
that.
happened.
This is not correct.
This is true.
You should not do this.
It's a story.
Yeah, but I don't think you know the details.
I do. I read the story.
But that doesn't mean we know all the facts.
Somebody left. He needed some painting work done. And somebody, when somebody puts a rubber band and like leaves their card on your thing, like, hey, I blow the leaves or I paint, he called the dude. The dude came over and he painted and he screwed everything up. And Kraska was like, I ain't paying you. You screwed it up. He showed up and shot Kraska like 20 times. Riddled with
lived.
bullets.
And he lived.
And he lives to tell the tale. 2 Edmond.
Okay.
Kyle Kraska.
Kyle Orton.
Yeah. Purdue.
Yeah.
How about that?
Joe Tiller.
Beth Orton. 2 Hermano.
Oh, a lovely lady.
Damn right.
She once dated guitar aficionado.
Oh, God. How do you know that?
Matt Ward. Now, the him part of She and Him with Zoe Deschanel. Matt Ward. It's 2 Hermano.
Oh, this is perfect. Matthew Leinart as 2 Hermano.
Wonderful. And this is perfect. Don't call him Matt. Matthew Stafford.
Oh!
2 Hermano. Yeah, that's right. Say it.
Oh!
Say it, Matthew Stafford.
Get some. You like that? Kirk Cousins. Go.
Kelly Stafford.
Give me the. Oh,
Kelly
come
Stafford.
on.
What are you looking for?
She's
the gong?
in the news.
Where's the championship belt? I need that.
Right here.
Is that for the winner? Or any
Sure.
participant can have it?
There is no
Thank you.
such thing as a winner. We all lose.
Whoa.
Beautiful, right?
Where do I get one of these?
Solo Sports, the prize hooker.
Right here.
That's true. That's where it came from.
Okay. Kelly Stafford. Kelly Ripa.
Oh, somebody big time. Been on Regis and Kelly.
Now, Kelly Ripa used to be very desirable.
Oh my God.
Some say now.
Why used to be? Why do you?
She's in her 50s.
She's a chewed up piece of
She's
gum.
a mother
my God.
of like 3. My God, what is wrong with you?
Pete,
Kiss
come on,
a
dog.
little longer. Hold tight a little longer.
Hey, you know, it must
longer with Big Red.
be so nice to be so perfect.
Right?
I mean, geez.
Check me out.
I'll go Regis Philbin to Hermano.
Ooh.
Oh, he's a bitch.
He's dead. He's dead.
Dude,
The
come
man is
on.
No,
dead.
he's a great guy. I met him at Fox when we
By
started
all accounts,
FS1.
he's one of the nicest people in entertainment in the history of entertainment.
Notre Dame guy, though.
Boy. Regis Philbin to Hermano.
Jim Philbin, local surfer. That's 2 Hermano.
Ooh, who am I thinking of? Coach Philbin.
That's a guy.
Yeah,
know.
I know who you're thinking of. Former Packer.
Yes.
Miami head coach.
Yes.
Come on, you got it. Whatever, call him coach.
Coach Philbin.
There you go.
Hey!
Thank you.
I'm going to go Minnesota State.
Screaming Eagles.
Coach. Exactly right.
Hayden Fox.
Hayden Fox. There you go.
You're a little too
Little too
for
young.
that.
Little too young.
Great
Wait, how
TV
does that work?
It's a TV show called
Because
Coach.
he's a coach. Okay,
So
got
you
it,
said
got it, got
coach.
it.
So I went Minnesota State, which was the fictional team
Jeez.
in Coach. Sort of a pseudo spinoff of Cheers.
He had that hot curly haired fiance and from TV.
Sure did.
I'm gonna take the L.
Oh.
That's how it ends.
Just gonna take it.
That's how it ends.
So I didn't
You know what?
lose.
No,
We're
you
the two
didn't
winners.
No,
That's
no,
right.
you're a winner.
Yeah,
This is
you
all I
are.
wanted
That's
to do.
right.
Humor Mark Sanchez, ladies and gentlemen. Humor him.
Thanks.
Should I ask him one sports question before we go to break, and then we'll talk a little bit more? He says he's not going to leave yet.
Oh, he ain't leaving. He's staying the whole show.
I told him he could leave whenever he
Staying the
wants.
whole show.
Where's he going to go?
If you
I got my
love,
sports
if you
notes
love
right
something,
Do you?
let
I
it
got
go.
sports notes too.
I actually
Ready
do.
to sports it?
I'm going
Yes.
to ask you this. At a certain time at USC, I think Leinart, you, and John David Booty were all on the roster,
Correct.
right?
And Mike McDonald, Magic Mike McDonald.
Well, and who can forget him?
He was Magic Mike before Magic Mike. So Channing Tatum.
Well, let's be honest. The Magic Mike before Magic Mike is the bass sound DJ from Miami from the 90s. But
And let's not forget Don Mikowski, the Magic Man.
Well,
former
that's
Packer
it, yeah.
quarterback.
We're done
Now
with
that's
we're
a tough
talking.
call. Yeah.
Yes, go.
But do you think we'll ever see anything like that ever again in today's college football kind of landscape?
With that many guys in the
That
same
many
room?
guys who all want to start, who are all like, would you have ended up playing at Boise or something? I mean, what the hell? They made you sit behind Booty.
Well, that, I think part of it was I completely ready to take over? Probably not, as much as I'd like to think I was. I think politically you lose a lot of out-of-state commits if you just bench the kid from Louisiana who's all world, all everything for the hometown guy down the street. And that's, a dicey game for Pete Carroll to play at the time. And Booty was probably a steadier pick at the time. Did Coach know that, my potential could be a little higher, that my ceiling might be a little higher. I'm sure he did, but he also thought I was going to be there for the 2 years after John David was going to be there. So that's okay. And I mean, it made sense at the time. Looking back, taking all the emotion out of it, yeah, that was probably the safe pick.
Can coaches do that now, though? I mean,
No,
how do you handle your quarterback room now?
Went off on a
no, I think
tangent.
it was good to listen to. But
no,
I was always advocating for Booty to be benched immediately.
It's impossible. I mean, you hear the stories of Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray. That might have been the last best quarterback room. Other than like running backs, like the running backs that were in the rooms in Alabama, whoever they got recruiting those guys down there, because Alvin Kamara left to go somewhere else when they had so many good running backs. But think of all the guys they put out in the running back room. But multiple guys play at running back. Multiple guys play at receiver. Multiple guys play across the offensive line. And at every other position, you rotate guys in and out to give them, they got to wet their whistle. They got to get out there and letter. Well, quarterbacks, there's one dude. There's only one. So it just doesn't work like that anymore. And with this new transfer portal stuff, it's like, kids can go out, have a measured level of success, and then their parents want to get recruited again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, hey, we had a great year at Ole Miss, but what's LSU got for us? Take us on a trip. Yeah, exactly.
That's what they got. A brand new Denali.
It's it's just the way it goes.
It is, but it is also interesting because let's say you're a college football team and your Mark Sanchez gets hurt. Like when your knee fell off in camp.
You're sunk.
Who's your backup?
Nowadays, you're sunk.
Your backup is either a freshman or a walk-on.
Correct.
Like you don't have a guy.
Yeah, it's not like it used to be that way.
Hey, Papadakis.
I don't think it ever will be.
Hey, maybe that walk-on is Stinson Bennett, huh? How
Maybe.
about that, Papadakis? How about that's how it goes in Georgia?
And it'll happen, and there'll be the dark horse kind of like, in the rough kind of guy.
They still have two guys,
They have their
right?
moment, and that's kind of it.
Feels like every place has two guys. They just don't have.
Generally, but when you have those 2 5-star guys, only one of them is going to be there after the year. That's just the bottom line. That's the way it goes now.
Real quick, John David Booty.
Yeah.
Underappreciated for what he did at USC.
Absolutely.
Rose Bowl Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable.
Rose Bowl Hall of Fame.
Unbelievable USC career.
He's kicking butt in real estate now. I'm actually invested in a fund with him.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Hey, I got some coastal property in eastern Washington. You got to see it. It's on a lake, but you'll think it's the ocean.
Listen, buddy, I got some beachfront property in Kansas City now.
There you go.
No, he's one of the best dudes. And
where is his real estate portfolio?
So it's actually right around USC. The Fig.
That right?
It's called the Fig, like short for Figueroa. But he's in a fund with them, and so am I. And
how about that?
He's the man, dude. He's doing great. Got great kids, and they're all in sports.
Wonderful.
He's living the life in Orange
Wildly
County.
underappreciated.
He's a transplant guy from Louisiana. Came out here, fell in love with this place. And
why would you leave?
And he's doing great. I mean, won multiple Rose Bowls. Like
2.
What else do you want?
That's multi.
That's
multi.
I remember
that's like somebody like, dude, he was top 7 and whatever. Like, oh, he was 7th.
Yeah.
My first.
So he was 7th.
My first conversation ever with John David Booty was about earthquakes. And he was very, very concerned about what to do when an earthquake happens.
Well, he's handled hurricanes.
I said, get in the doorway. I'm not the one that asked him. He asked me. And I said, you got to get in the doorway because that's what we used to do back in the day.
You go under your desk.
Well, now.
No, you go next to your desk.
Well, this is what I told him.
If the ceiling falls.
It might have been misinformation.
Oh, we went under.
That's what I told him, the doorway. And when I dropped him off like 20 minutes later, because I was driving him from the airport, before he got out, he was like, so the doorway. I was like, yes, there's not going to be an earthquake tonight. But get in the doorway, and you'll be standing up, and the whole rest of Webb Tower or Floor Tower is just going to be
everything will
rubble around your feet.
Wow.
But you'll be in the frame holding on like a champion. All right, Sanchito, how much do you have left in your tank?
But we're rocking till 4, I thought.
Yeah, we are.
4?
Yeah.
Show's over at 3.
Oh.
No, it's over at 4.
No, I'm out.
Well, then, I guess Sanchez is flying solo. We're going to push Campante. It's going to be great.
I can't do this anymore.
I can't believe you have to go to LAX. My God. No wonder he wants to stay here.
What are you talking about?
I don't have to.
Oh, I thought you did.
I don't have to.
Okay. Well, hang out.
We'll be right back,
I just said I would.
You said you would.
I would. Stop yelling at me.
I'm not yelling. Who's yelling?
I hate when people say that to me because that's how I talk.
We are giving away in every commercial break something. We just gave away a Living Spaces gift card. Come on down, see us at Hollywood Park Casino.
Oh, R2D2's rolling up.
Well, R2D2 came so close to winning. We got a Smart Final gift card. We got Clippers tickets. We got PMS vans. Bring your items to be autographed by Mark Sanchez. He embraces that.
Yeah, he does. I didn't know that Sanchez had memorabilia people. But
Lots of them. Lots of them.
He's got more memorabilia people than Eric Dickerson.
That's the truth.
I can see why. That's the truth. Very charming.
Oh, yeah. We're going to talk.
This one is going to be electric. Two amazing offensive players going head to head.
We started this incredible Madden season with 6,000 registered online players after over 40,000 unforgettable matchups. On February 8th, between our final two, it's $250,000 up for grabs.
8-1-8 going head to head.
And in the end, there will only be one. The GOAT.
This is going to be an instant classic.
Come on, let's go!
We will be crowning a Madden Bowl champion.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back here on AM 570 LA Sports.
Ready for a real cocktail? Introducing new Zing Zang ready-to-drink cocktails in a can. America's #1 Bloody Mary mix with vodka. Zing Zang margaritas, tequila included. And whiskey sours with real Kentucky bourbon. Real cocktails, real ingredients, really good. New Zing Zang full-strength canned cocktails. Legendary taste, legendary day. Always ready.
Power up with the Power Plus mouth guard. Power Plus is the next step in human evolution. By simply placing your jaw into the Power Plus position, you'll be able to achieve maximum strength, speed, and endurance, even mitigate concussion.
Power Plus mouthguard in a 13-year study is showing lower concussion rates to 0.26%.
For maximum performance and protection, get Power Plus today or order now. It will include a free carry case. Power up with Power Plus.
So we're excited to be here, excited to preview the Super Bowl experience, which is the interactive football festival for fans of all ages. In LA County, we're excited to welcome you this weekend. This is your weekend to come if you are an Angelino.
Just gave away a couple pair of tickets to the Super Bowl experience, brought to you by Ford. Stop by and see the Built Ford Tough electrified tailgate at Super Bowl experience, featuring Ford electric and hybrid trucks and their ability to electrify your NFL fan tailgate. It's brought to you by your Southern California Ford dealers, and Ford, the official trucks of Super Bowl 56. Go ahead and visit mezcalcampante.com.
We love Mark Sanchez spending time with us here at Hollywood Park Casino, legitimizing our show with a big-time NFL foosball Southern California personality, making us feel cool and relevant, bringing us cool mezcal for all the people. Foosball. Muchas gracias, Sanchito.
Foosball.
Also, we are very, very pleased that Zing Zang is here.
Zing Zang.
Our friends Chris and Tom from Zing Zang.
Love them.
Having a great time. Zing Zang! Ladies and gentlemen.
We love the Zing Zang. Well, first of all,
it used to be a thing in New Orleans, just like Zatarans, you know? You couldn't get it outside of the NO, the 504.
And then next thing you know,
wow,
global, because it's the best damn Bloody Mary mix in all the land. And now they have taken that unanimously cited best Bloody Mary mix in the world and made it a on-the-go, in the can margarita.
You don't want to shake it
with premium.
Guys, do you want to shake that?
Is it okay to shake it? Yeah, it's okay.
Don't you know what the kids do? They shake it and then they bust it upside their head and then they get like one sip.
What are
they
you,
do
the
a gram of it.
Policiaca or something?
Awesome.
Wait, I can shake it up as long as I want.
Premium tequila and triple sec. Premium bourbon, Kentucky bourbon in the whiskey sour, and premium vodka in the Bloody Mary. So that is what we got going with our friends at Zing Zang, and we cannot thank them enough for sticking with us.
And please, Zing Zang, responsibly.
Ain't that the truth?
Reintroducing our guest who will not leave. And thank God we have very little else to offer.
I tried.
No, it's an early day, and Matt and I really, these 1 o'clock shows, we really phone them in. So it's great to have Mark Sanchez here in the Hollywood Park Casino, giving us the football knowledge that we deserve going into a game that there's going to be a bunch of people at your house or you're going to be at a party where you want to impress somebody that might not know so much about football. And you could be like, well, Sanchito said that against the zone, Stafford really knows how to pick people apart. Well,
then we got to talk some football.
Well, then let's do it then, Sanchito. If you're scared to do it. Tranquilo. We can
Tranquilo campante means tranquilo.
Are we going to pepper him with questions, or are we going to set it up and he's going to comment? How do we want to do it? How do we want to do this?
How do you want to do it?
Trying to think about it, man.
How about this? I got a number of the day. You want to comment on the number of the day?
I thought we were going to do that next hour.
Is that next
after
hour?
Sanchito leaves.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I thought.
That's fine.
But,
Well, he's only here till 3. I'm here for
I'm out of here. You can do the number of the day with him. Once I finish this tequila, I'm gone. It's like an it's like an hourglass. I mean, it's a mezcal.
All right, here we go. You ready?
What do you got?
Answer to this, because I put together all quarterback stuff for you today, Sanchez.
Let's
so
rock.
I was like, hey, let's go. We got Mark Sanchez
he's got a bunch
here.
of prep for you.
This is Matt's stats. So
Stafford stats?
These are Stafford and Joe Burrow stats, and we're supposed to make sense of them, right? You got stats there too?
You mean the same ones that Mark Sanchez got?
What would you rather have? You ready?
Call me when you get here.
You ready?
Sure.
Joe Burrow has been the best quarterback in the NFL in the regular season and the postseason on 3rd and 4th down.
Ooh.
Just under 10 yards per attempt, 73% completion rate, a 116 rating. What do they say? Keep the ball, keep it away from the other offense, win the game, right?
Sure.
Matthew Stafford has been the league's best 4th quarter quarterback in the regular season and the playoffs, completing 72% of his passes, 9 yards per attempt, 13 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, a 126 passer rating, meaning the games are close. And when the chips are down, Matthew Stafford's delivered in the final frame. Which do you believe is the better stat to have on your quarterback?
So here's the crazy argument, right? Not crazy, but it's just
don't get crazy about those stats,
right?
It's interesting because those are great stats and relevant stats because
you have them too. That's why.
No, 3rd down and red zone is an important situational football, existence. So is 4th quarter. If you could have all of them, that's what you want. Joe Burrow, and I heard this today, and I got to give Marcellus Wiley credit because he said, if you look at these last couple games, these last 3, and you just break down the playoffs, this is taking nothing away from Joe Burrow. I love the kid. I know him personally. I think he's awesome. I think he's going to be in multiple Super Bowls. But that 4th quarter, They've relied on a defensive play to change everything. The
Interception
defense has
against the
made a play.
Titans.
The defense has made a play on 4th down against Derek Carr to keep him out of the end zone. The interception against the Titans. The interception against the Chiefs. After Joe had just thrown an interception. So.
Butthole eyes.
Yeah. Stop with that.
What?
I just wish you would go to something more positive. Like he looks more like the grown-up Macaulay Culkin should look like.
No.
Right.
Instead, he goes butthole eye.
But
that's fair.
He wears those J-Lo glasses from the 90s, too, which are pretty sweet.
But when you're swaggy Joe B and
He
you're
is
from
swaggy.
Ohio,
I
put
love
the
it.
state on your back, you did your sabbatical in Louisiana.
How
now
do you
you're
know
back.
him? Where did you meet him? What's he like?
I met him through Jordan Palmer, Carson's younger brother, but Jordan has his own quarterback stuff going now, and he does a great job, I got to say. Jordan does a great job preparing these guys for the league.
But he doesn't
for
wave
life.
the broom around like Whitfield, though.
I don't know about that. No, I know what you're talking about, George Whitfield. Yes.
No, tell us about Burrow.
That took me a second.
Joe Burrow, one of the most exciting young
So you're
quarterbacks.
saying Burrow's leaned on defense. Stafford has delivered big plays in the closing
But he's
minutes
also
to
had to
win games.
lean on his defense when he's thrown those few pick sixes.
Right.
So basically, we get back to the same point. The ultimate team sport. The quarterback needs all the other parts to perform, and you have to perform as well. And when the team plays the best complementary football, I mean, it sounds silly, right? Like score more points than the other team, you're going to win. But it's true. And these guys have done it
Totally
in spurts
true.
at the right times.
But what do you think?
That's the truth.
What do you think is more effective? Great on 3rd and 4th down through the whole game, or
Well, if you say
unbelievable
through
in
the
the
whole
4th
game,
quarter?
if you
Well, that's
say
what it is. He's been
if you say
he's been
through the
best.
whole game,
Yeah.
then yes. But here's my thing: they got to figure out a way to block these guys. That the bottom
Doesn't
line.
look like it's going to happen.
Give me the stats, whatever you want. I can go through Matthew Stafford's stats and Joe Burrow's stats just in these 3 games. It's closer than it should be for Joe Burrow to Matthew Stafford because of Matthew Stafford's experience and everything he's been through in Detroit and all that. But Burrow's playing at an unbelievable rate. Not quite as good as Matt Stafford, but pretty damn good for a guy who's barely played.
Second year.
That's what I'm saying. And really a year and a half, not a full second year.
Because of his knee.
Off of a knee injury. And Petros, I don't care who you are, dude. You take 9 sacks in a divisional game against the number 1 seed.
No matter if you're young or not.
I understand your defense gives you 3 turnovers, but 9 sacks.
And he never turned it over.
I'm saying it like Ferris Bueller. 9 times.
9 times.
What I'm telling you is naturally, and I'm guilty of this. Tom Brady's guilty of this. Peyton Manning's guilty of this. You get hit that much, and not just hit. My man was pummeled, and it was cold, and he was hitting the hard turf. Hard. Your eyes drop. You start looking at the rush. You start speeding up your clock, your time clock in your head, when you should be going from 1 to 2 to 3. You get a little happy feet. You start thinking, okay, what am I going to do if I have to scramble here? Where's my escape route? What do I do? What's my contingency plan? Instead of focusing on what's important. And that's the read, that's the situation. And that's what he did. My man's staring down the barrel and has no problem. Doesn't flinch, doesn't blink. There's something to that. He's wired a little different.
Is he like that in real life when you hang out with him and he's wearing the J-Lo glasses?
So when
and a Burberry scarf?
So that's what you've seen, but I'm telling you, he's more like you than you realize.
I love Joe Burrow.
No, I'm saying I got there to LSU. I was working for ESPN. I went to go see Ed Ogeron, who was amazing. It was like we never missed a beat from when he recruited me to when I showed up at LSU like 10 years later, whatever it was, 12 years later. He sits me down with him at lunch, and I remember specifically, have you ever seen Nadal play tennis?
Yes.
You know when he goes off to the side and there's like a break in the action? Have you ever seen his routine? Like he has the same routine. It's like sip of water, fix the wristband, move the racket, sweat towel, boom.
Much like Nomar.
Yes. Think of Nomar Garciaparra. Exactly. So Joe Burrow sat down at lunch, and I swear to God, like you'll see me do it here. It's hard to explain, but
we're on YouTube.
He basically had his plate. We're at the cafeteria at LSU, and I don't know if he even realizes or remembers, but he literally like got the plate and went like this, set it, and then move something, and then put his fork like that and kind of, okay, and then started eating. And I was sitting across from him, and I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing? What was that? It was almost like a Beautiful Mind Russell Crowe kind of thing. I was like, whoa, that is weird. All while wearing a cat on a surfboard with a wave on his T-shirt, printed on his T-shirt.
That's pretty awesome.
And I'm like, how in the world does this guy from Ohio with this kind of weird OCD thing, plus, transferring in, garner the faith and trust of this team here. There's no correlation.
All guys from Florida, Alabama, Louisiana. That's that whole team.
There's no way.
Yeah.
You're talking square peg, round hole.
And he's weird looking.
And he made it work. He looks like an older Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
He's not weird looking. That was the best movie
You
ever.
ever seen Party Monster? He's weird looking. It's okay.
Was that the one he was in the wheelchair?
Party Monster?
Yeah.
No, that was Saved.
There you go. Saved.
So I'm
Also
saying he's
Mandy Moore.
Wired different. Oh my God. He's wired different. He's a special player. I think he's going to be back in this situation. I don't know about Matt Stafford. I don't know how long this goes. And being the same draft class as him, I got some allegiance there.
Do you know him?
Yeah, Matty. Yeah.
Wait, you get to call him Matty?
Matthew.
Everybody makes a point to call him Matthew, but he lets you call him Matty.
He does prefer Matthew. That's fine. But he's not going to give me a hard time.
All right. How about this one? Ready?
Okay.
Maybe his wife will.
Everybody talking about the Rams defense?
Yeah.
How about the Bengals defense? Right?
They're legit.
How about 3 points against the Kansas City Chiefs? Held them to 236 the second, and in the entire game passing, 2 interceptions. They hold Derrick Henry to 3 yards per carry and 90 yards on 20 carries or something like that, on 30 carries.
Yeah.
And they shut down the Raiders offense.
It's better than you think. It's not the star-studded cast that LA has, but they've been productive and they've willed them to win. Just like Joe has on offense, they've done it on defense, and they've had to help him at times. Remember, it's his first time in the playoffs.
Right.
So I got to go back to, though, with Stafford. I just thought that because he didn't have a playoff win coming into this.
0-3.
0-3. I just thought McVay, after the San Fran game, to lose the last game of the season. I know the Bay Area people hate that. San Francisco. They don't like San Fran.
F them.
Exactly.
So
they're very hateable.
I don't know.
As a fan base, too. Very hateable.
I'm friends with them. I'm like Victor Brick, dude. I'm friends with everybody.
Yes, you are.
So
really
everybody hates
citizen
us.
of the world.
Everybody loves you. Everybody hates us.
Well, Matt's actually pretty popular.
So that game, Matt struggled a little bit, threw an interception at the end, whatever. I think Matthew, he right before the end of the first half against the Cardinals in the wild card round, they took the air out of the ball. They ran it a couple times. Normal Sean McVay in the past would have been, hey, let's try and steal another couple points. Let's steal a possession here. Let's go run up the score. Let's try and score. And I feel like this is completely, on the outside. I don't know this as fact.
You're on the outside?
He's looking in.
He protected Matthew from himself.
Yeah, I think he only threw 17 passes.
Right. In that first one. You know why? Because he knew once we're in the tournament and once he gets over this hump,
the win.
Just get the win. You don't want to mess with this dude anymore. It's become this thing on the outside and it's kind of affecting him potentially. But once he gets the win, look out, because we'll run the table the rest of the way. I don't care if we got to go to Green Bay and face Rodgers again. I don't care if we got to go to Tampa Bay and go beat the brakes off of Tampa before they make their comeback. He's going to get there. I just got to get him there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I think there's something to be said for that. A coordinator, a system, somebody who understands the position and puts you in the right situation.
The great Mark Sanchez, ladies and gentlemen, come on.
How about that for foosballing it, huh?
Unbelievable
foosballing it. Oh, yeah, this is Super Bowl week. How about that?
If he doesn't leave,
God, I love it.
In the next segment, we will ask the Mezcal conglomerate, Mark Sanchez of Campante Mezcal.
He just got his mini burgers.
That's true. He's got to eat.
Sliders, mini burgers. Hello?
We will ask him about,
they look delicious.
Since he is an Angelino, we will ask him about pro football in Los Angeles. How's it going? Where's it going? Who's a winner and who's a loser?
Isn't this great?
And I don't work for the Chargers, but F you, the Guardian. Hell do you know?
What'd the Guardian do? UK Guardian?
Don't look.
Come on.
You're going to be very upset.
What did they do?
They attacked your team.
Those mother scratchers.
Oh, Matt, they went after your team.
They did?
With a torpedo to the taint.
Son of a bitch.
And I didn't agree with the article.
Who wrote it? Arash?
Some loser, some limey with no teeth.
Does that person know?
Is it okay to say limey?
Yeah. Some bloke. Come see us at Hollywood Park Casino. We're giving away a $500 gift card to Living Spaces, a $100 gift card to Smart and Final. We got Clippers tickets. We got Petros and Money Show vans. We'll be here until 4 p.m. Mark Sanchez is enjoying some mini burgers. They're bigger than sliders.
Yeah, they are.
And we're here for another hour on AM 570 LA Sports.
And this is a Kamasi Washington, a great Inglewood saxophone player. Better than the stupid stadium.
Download the free iHeartRadio app and search AM 570 LA Sports to listen to us wherever you go.
Power up with the Power Plus mouthguard. Power Plus is the next step in human evolution. By simply placing your jaw into the Power Plus position, you'll be able to achieve maximum strength, speed, and endurance, even mitigate concussion.
Power Plus mouthguard in a 13-year study is showing lower concussion rates to 0.26%.
For maximum performance and protection, get Power Plus today or order now. It will include a free carry case. Power up with Power Plus.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back here on AM 570 LA Sports.
This one is going to be electric. Two amazing offensive players going head to head.
We started this incredible Madden season with 6,000 registered online players after over 40,000 unforgettable matchups. On February 8th, between our final two, it's $250,000 up for grabs.
8-1-8 going head to head.
And in the end, there will only be one. The GOAT.
This is going to be an instant classic.
Come on, let's go!
We will be crowning a Madden Bowl champion.
Join us at the 3rd Street Promenade for the largest free football event in the city, the Tailgate Tour, February 10th through 12th, featuring live broadcasts, NFC champion LA Ram photo opportunities, the LA Charger experience, plus free food and drinks. The Tailgate Tour is coming back to LA and you're invited. Sponsored by Takis, Captain Morgan, Fox Sports Radio, AM 570 LA Sports, and KTLA Channel 5.
Ready for a real cocktail? Introducing new Zing Zang ready-to-drink cocktails in a can. America's #1 Bloody Mary mix with vodka. Zing Zang margaritas, tequila included. And whiskey sours with real Kentucky bourbon. Real cocktails, real ingredients, really good. New Zing Zang full-strength canned cocktails. Legendary taste, legendary day. Always ready.
570 LA Sports. Your home of Super Bowl 56 this Sunday at SoFi Stadium. Kevin Harlan and Kurt Warner on the call. We are live, Matt, at the Hollywood Park Casino. It says here until 4.
Campante.
I thought we were done at 3.
Campante Mezcal.
We're here with Mark Sanchez.
We're here with Campante Mezcal.
And after our game, Mark, this show, there's a Clipper game.
Oh, game on.
Who do the Clippers got? Whoa, John Moran. Anyway, we're talking football and mezcal with the great Mark Sanchez.
There you go. You know what that's from?
I don't.
The Water Boy.
Water Boy.
Oh, duh.
But you know what?
Sitting here all day with nobody to keep me company? Is that
His mom.
There you go, Kathy
Kathy
Dates.
Dates. I think it does bring us to our next question, because Sanchito is a little younger than some of us. Not all of us, but some of us. Now, does he remember the Los Angeles Rams of Jim Everett, Henry Ellard, and Flipper Anderson, and Roman Pfeiffer? Does he remember Jay Schrader?
What about Ferragamo?
Todd Marinovich.
Oh, look at that. He was on with us yesterday.
He was on yesterday. Does he?
Ferragamo was great.
Fabulous.
I went to his football camps growing up.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Is that why?
Why what?
Such a baller.
You're a mess. You're a mess.
No, tell us. What was your relation with pro football in Los Angeles growing up? Because now, I mean, Matt's the voice of the Chargers, for God's sakes.
Wow.
He knows
You
the
didn't know that?
Chargers well. Divisional
So,
round.
Here's the deal. I rooted for LaDainian Tomlinson. I watched the Chargers. We didn't have like football when I was really aware, I guess.
We
in
have
LA.
a Keenan Allen jersey in the back, Matt.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there she is.
Yeah, the captain.
Hola, guapa.
Love it. And then you cut his heart out.
So
you cut his heart out in 2009.
but then he came and joined us.
Yes, he did.
He was the best. I
Freaking
got some
Sean
great
Green, make the tackle.
LT, sorry. Make the tackle who?
Cromartie. It was
So,
coming right at
I
him.
got a good one. Rex showed that clip because we signed Cromartie the next year too. So 2009, Sean Green goes on that
He's
long
right
run,
in the hole. He's standing
and
right
Cromartie
there.
makes a business decision and doesn't
It's
tackle him
crazy.
because that's about to be a serious collision, and Cromartie's paid to cover, not tackle. So
Sean Green, a big guy.
he's a big boy.
Yeah.
So the next year, Rex shows that clip to the entire team and says, "Hey, I know you got away with this last year, but that don't fly here. Are we good?" And everybody's like, whoa, damn. And Rex made it funny, whatever, but
Right.
it was,
He
a
sent the
statement
message.
because there were rumblings about that. Like, oh, you're going to sign this guy? And he ended up being just a straight up
Unbelievable.
baller. It was interesting the way we could call defenses because of, well, I say we, I didn't make any defensive calls. I said, Coach Pettin, Coach Rex Ryan, the way they would call defenses was, number one, we're starting the game 10 on 10 because we got Revis,
yeah.
and whoever you think is a good receiver, he's out of the game. So cool. Let's call our calls to 10 guys. Then let's see how Crow does in that first, couple series. If he tips a ball or, God forbid, for the other team gets an interception, we're going 9 on 9. And we'll call the game accordingly. And that was pretty cool to watch. But I'll tell you, it really sucked practicing against those guys.
I can imagine.
Oh, dude, they kicked our ass. I mean, day in and day out, they were so good running routes for receivers. But I digress. Sorry. Go
Tell us what your relationship was, though, growing up. And now that you did a Charger game this year, didn't you?
I did.
And you did a Ram game.
I did.
Okay. What do you think football in LA is like? I mean, you're from here. It's pro football. I mean, they're trying to get people like your kid to be into the Chargers or the Rams. It's not really a play for people our age's affiliation.
Correct.
We're just, football types. So how do you think it's going?
Well, I think most importantly, you see more support this year. And part of it's probably because the Super Bowl's here. But like a couple years ago when the Rams were in the Super Bowl, you didn't see a ton of Rams stuff, right? Like you didn't see billboards. You didn't see, I don't know.
There's
maybe
not a lot
it's
of
just
jerseys
me.
around
Maybe
town.
I don't know. Maybe
No,
I
there was
missed it.
it was a lack of inspiration.
Of support, right? And now, after a couple years, they're back in the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl's in our backyard here. It's important for SoFi Stadium to be one of these iconic stadiums. It has the look. Now it just needs the history. And to get history, You need time. So it takes a little time to get people back on board with football and remind them that, yes, you have all these other sports outlets and outdoors outlets because it's Southern California and it's perfect here. Well, don't forget about football. And so it's going to take a little time for SoFi to become the Coliseum and the Rose Bowl. But
what about the vibe in there?
But we got a chance.
Compared to what you dealt with in the Meadowlands as a young man, all the other places you've called. I saw you calling games in Carolina this year, all over the country. Is it different? Does it feel the same?
Here's the thing: is it's such a destination city, right? Just like Vegas for the Raiders. Like, that's a transient city, so a lot of people are in and out. And if you're going to listen, if you're in Indianapolis, if you're in, I don't know, anywhere else
Green
in
Bay, Minnesota,
anywhere else in the country,
Cincinnati,
boom, let's plan a trip to Vegas, to LA, somewhere iconic, somewhere with great weather, somewhere where we can go get an experience that we don't get at home. So naturally, people who have this every day and who aren't indoctrinated with football in Los Angeles will give up those seats, one, to sell them, or two, to give somebody else an opportunity because they have other stuff to do. Now, if the Rams or Chargers are good for a long period of time, that's going to change, but it just takes time. And that's, in an instant gratification society, that's hard to say to somebody, right? You
You've
just want to know.
instantly gratified us today, though.
Darn right.
Hey,
I mean, you have.
And
I'm doing my best.
Those burgers are instantly gratifying.
They're no
you,
joke.
right?
They're no joke.
Does your son have a favorite player yet? Like, is he?
I don't think he totally knows. I know it was funny. We went out and before the season, I went and watched Kevin Kugler call a game because he was going to be my partner on Fox, and he was calling the Houston Texans at the Dallas Cowboys. So I went. I'd been on the Cowboys roster before, so we could go to the game. And I had my son that weekend, so I took him to an NFL preseason game, and he had a blast. And the night before the game, we sit down at dinner with Dak Prescott, Kellen Moore, Tyron Smith was walking through there, but basically Cowboys Club up in, have you seen their setup up in Frisco?
Yeah.
Oh, it is dialed. It is one of the coolest places.
Level.
Different
You
level.
mean like the Cowboys have nice stuff?
But I mean, what they've done in the last couple of years, even since I've been there, that whole Cowboys Club, the Star, all of that, it's so cool. And Dak sits down at dinner with us, and I got DJ with me, my son. And he has no clue.
Right.
He's got no clue. He's 4 years old at the time and just hanging out, doing his coloring stuff. And, I'm thinking, because one, I played the position. I played it for a long time, like have so much respect for Dak, who I met his rookie year and tried to do my best to help him out. I'm like, this is going to be such a cool story to explain to you later on. So I think probably it's Dak. He's got the jersey, the number 4 with the star on it. Although he does love the Chargers because of the lightning bolt.
Come on.
He loves
Justin Herbert.
I'm trying to explain to him, different aspects about the game. But, he'll be an LA fan for sure.
Do you like Herbert?
One of the most talented dudes I've ever seen in my life.
Right? And we didn't really see it at Oregon. I don't know how much you got to see him at Oregon.
But here's why.
Because the dude wants to run the ball and develop the O-line.
But that's part of it. But before him, he had coach after coach after coach.
Yeah.
Right? Coordinator after coordinator after coordinator.
And the pros, too. And the pros.
So I guarantee you this is what they did when they came in. You watch the previous season, and what do you see? Okay, he can run read option because he's fast. He's big and tall, and he can throw on the run, and he can chuck it downfield. That's what we're going to do. Not, hey, let's develop this guy as a passer. Nobody knew. People said when he was coming out, like, can he go under center, do a hard play fake, dip his head, turn his back to the defense, flip around, and rip a 20-yard in route? Oh, yeah, his game doesn't really support that. Well, he's never done it.
Right.
So put him in a workout, see if he can.
He can do it.
And you try and figure it out. Well, you don't know until you know. And it was funny. I talked with their offensive coordinator last year.
Moorhead.
Joe
Lombardi. And I said, you got any good stuff on him? Like, what's his deal? Because I sat down with him, and the narrative was, well, he doesn't really grab it. He doesn't have a dog inside of him. He's not like the guy. And he's really not, because he's never had to be. He didn't go to all the camps growing up, does not care about that kind of stuff, hates media attention. But I asked him, just like pure talent-wise, what's he like? You've been with Drew Brees. You've been with other players. What's he like? And he goes, I'll tell you a story. So they basically had this mirrored concept with like deep out routes that you need a cannon to throw. These balls get caught around 20 to 25 yards right on the sideline. The receivers are tapping their feet in to keep it in, and this thing's got to be a laser. If you don't have the arm, you can't throw it. You don't call it with certain quarterbacks. Well, it's a mirrored concept, meaning it's on both sides. So he naturally, on the left side of the field of the hashes, he works the boundary when the coverage dictated to work to the field. And Lombardi said, well, what was that all about? And he goes, well, I just kind of always been taught to work the boundary. I don't know. It's a shorter throw. Like, it's easier. And he goes, are you kidding me? Like, dude, you have every club in your bag. You have every throw and then some. You're dripping with talent out of your freaking ears. Rip that ball.
Cristobal, man.
Rip it to the field if you want, because that's like a 40-yard throw.
He just wanted to run power, Sanchez.
Right, but that thing's got to be on a freaking tightrope, thrown through a car wash without getting wet. I'm serious. That's how this ball is thrown. And the next time they scripted it exactly the same, showed the same defense, and he threw this ball perfectly, Lombardi said, and he looked at him and just kind of smiled, and he equated it to like this puppy with giant paws who doesn't even realize he's like a thoroughbred dog yet. Like he is like
swingers.
He is what you want and doesn't know what kind of potential he has.
You got these claws.
And then he did it and was like, oh, like, thanks, coach. You know, that kind of thing. And so once he finally realizes that, holy cow, look out.
All right. You ever had a Michelada?
Michelada.
Michelada is what they call it.
LA was out. Michelada. What? Michelada.
You never had a
Michelada?
A Michelada?
You
know what?
It's like a Bloody Mary with beer.
I did hear that a Michelada is when you make it with Mickey's.
Oh, wide mouth. Now
we're
talking.
too stupid to figure that out. Joy Taylor's got us. We'll be back. I don't know if we're saying goodbye to Sanchez. I don't know if he wants to stay.
He's still got a burger and a half left.
He might give us the Irish goodbye. The great Mark Sanchez is here. His thoughts on Cromartie and Revis, Joe Burrow, LaDainian Tomlinson,
Thomas Jones.
I still got some great LT and Thomas Jones stories.
Some Rev High.
Wildly underrated Thomas Jones.
Tyron Smith talk. Joe Burrow's t-shirt. It's all here and live on YouTube. The Petros and Money Show live from Hollywood Park Casino in beautiful Southern California for Super Bowl 56. I wish it would have rained all week, but it didn't.
You're clear.
Download the free iHeartRadio app and search AM 570 LA Sports to listen to us wherever you go. Stay tuned. We'll be right back here on AM 570 LA Sports.
So we're excited to be here, excited to preview the Super Bowl experience, which is the interactive football festival for fans of all ages. In LA County, we're excited to welcome you this weekend. This is your weekend to come if you are an Angelino.
Ready for a real cocktail? Introducing new Zing Zang ready-to-drink cocktails in a can. America's #1 Bloody Mary mix with vodka. Zing Zang margaritas, tequila included. And whiskey sours with real Kentucky bourbon. Real cocktails, real ingredients, really good. New Zing Zang Full Strength Canned Cocktails. Legendary taste, legendary day. Always ready.
Join us at the 3rd Street Promenade for the largest free football event in the city, the Tailgate Tour, February 10th through 12th, featuring live broadcasts, NFC champion LA Ram photo opportunities, the LA Charger experience, plus free food and drinks. The Tailgate Tour is coming back to LA and you're invited. Sponsored by Takis, Captain Morgan, Fox Sports Radio, AM 570 LA Sports, and KTLA Channel 5. EA Sports Madden NFL.
Now we're playing sudden death.
For the first time ever.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
You can listen to the action of the Madden Championship Series live with the grand prize of the largest prize pool in MCS history. $1 million. Featuring 14 of the world's best players.
Let's go be the best.
We've witnessed a year-long journey. A season of triumph, heartbreak, and redemption. Tuesday, the EA Sports Madden Bowl Championship Series finale. Live from 4 to 6 p.m.
We're trying to be champions this year, man.
In the end, there will only be one.
I'm the best in the world.
The Madden Championship Series 22, live in HD on iHeartRadio. All shows are Pacific Standard Time.
Power up with the Power Plus mouthguard. Power Plus is the next step in human evolution. By simply placing your jaw into the Power Plus position, you'll be able to achieve maximum strength, speed, and endurance, even mitigate concussion.
Power Plus mouthguard in the 13-year study is showing lower concussion rates to 0.26%.
For maximum performance and protection, get Power Plus today or order now. It will include a free carry case. Power up with Power Plus.
Give them the only teams win.
You said something that got up underneath my skin.
I want you to repeat after me. Only teams win. Say it. Damn it, I want you to scream it. Only teams win. Only teams win. Now look at each other. Look at the man next to you and say it. Say it. Only teams win. Look in his eyes and say it. Only teams win. That's the truth.
To be prepared is half the victory.
Petros and Money, AM 570 LA Sports, live everywhere on the iHeart Radio app, brought to you by a number of things. Let's fill this NASCAR up with a whole bunch of stickers.
Oh, yeah, get it in there.
Tom and Chris, Zing Zang.
Yeah,
Love
Tom.
Zing Zang. 9% alcohol by volume.
Chris.
In the can, ready to go. Not only is it the greatest Bloody Mary mix in the history of the world, but they now have cocktails to go. Margarita bourbon with the whiskey sours and the Bloody Marys with the premium vodka. Check it all out at zingzang.com. 9% alcohol by volume. 2 shots of premium liquor in each can. Love it.
The Zing Zang guys came sniffing around Sanchitos mezcal. Did you guys get some mezcal?
Campante.
Did you get some
It's
Campante?
good stuff. Yeah, Campante
Yeah.
Mezcal. Mezcalcampante.com is the website. It is delicious, artisanal mezcal. It has got a smoky, peaty flavor to it.
Come
It
on,
is
man.
fantastic.
My troubles are over with this mezcal.
And it is owned by Mark Sanchez. He is an alcohol magnate. God, I love it. He's got a real estate portfolio.
You know what you have to do now that you have your own liquor? You have to, like, when people come to visit you, you have to be like David Bowie. You can't, like, come to the door and be like, hey. You have to, like, set yourself up sitting down. And they come in and they see, like, the whole thing.
But then who's going to get them at the door?
Butler.
Your butler.
Oh.
Obviously.
Jeeves.
I mean, let's go.
Jeeves?
Yes.
That's Jeeves.
So Zing Zang, Campante, obviously Hollywood Park Casino, where we've been set up all day. Beautiful what they have done with the brand new Hollywood Park Casino
How
right
about
here on
this place?
Century. It is gorgeous in here.
Never have we been treated so kindly by a casino, Matt. Now, some tribal elders have came by at Morongo. A couple of the We are friends with the tribal elders.
Never said anything.
We love Hollywood Park Casino. We
do.
love it here. It is beautiful.
But to see the run, I mean, I don't know. It's never happened where the guy that runs the casino, the De Niro,
right,
the pit boss type, the guy that brings the hammer to your knuckles if they catch you counting cards, Bill Frieder.
Oh, he's got a spot in the back.
Right.
He's got a room with no windows in the back.
Like, they've never brought that guy out to us. They brought us one of the tribal elders before.
Well, they usually bring you guys to him.
That's true.
Yeah. You want to see
against our will.
You want to see a guy wearing gold. Tribal elders.
Oh, interesting.
Shout out to Hollywood Park Casino. Also to Groby Grove and Living Spaces.
Yeah,
Buy it
Living
today.
Spaces.
Enjoy it tonight.
Living Spaces.
And he can sing too. Yes. You ought to go on that Masked Singer,
Good idea.
Not a bad idea.
Hello?
$500. We gave one away to Ricardo. We've got one more to give away. Also to Smart and Final. We just gave away a $100 gift card for that. And
did you do the mouth guard?
Did not do the mouth guard because we are brought to you by Power Plus Mouth Guard. Take care of your teeth when you're out there playing them sports.
Yeah, mouth guard teeth guy.
PowerPlusMouthGuard.com.
Protect your teeth.
And remember, we got Clippers tonight, and Clippers at 5, and we have the EA Sports Madden Bowl Finals live. This is the giant prize pool, the biggest money that has ever been awarded, $1 million.
You want to listen? You want to listen to guys play video games on the radio?
We got it. What?
That's
what
cool.
were you going to say, Mark?
I love it.
You were going to say something.
No.
What were you going to say?
I got nothing.
Come on. I thought you had something. You were
I
like,
thought
you
I
wanna
did too, and then, yep.
I want to say this. My wife, because she's married to me, she grinds her teeth at night because she's very upset, very unhappy.
My wife.
And she has terrible headaches.
My wife.
And at night, she wears a mouth guard.
My wife.
And sometimes at night, I hear a smacking or a
Grinding.
rubber biting. And I say, thank God that she has the mouth guard to protect her teeth.
That's right.
My wife.
Thank you, Power Plus Mouth Guard.
PowerPlusMouthGuard.com.
Because otherwise, my wife would have she'd have those little chiclets that are all the way rubbed down because of her frustration.
No, she wouldn't. She would have the veneers.
Oh, yeah.
She
big.
would have giant cat
She'd look
teeth.
like Baron Davis, like she could bite the head off a horse.
Exactly right.
You've seen his teeth when he was at UCLA, and then you saw his teeth at Golden State.
Oh, they grew 6 sizes.
Come on, Mark.
It was remarkable. But
You're
hey, why
lucky
not?
you had great teeth.
I mean, he
Not
looks
hating.
good.
Hey.
Just pointing out, it looks great.
Nobody's uglier than me.
That's an agreement. He just validated that statement.
Tacit agreement.
Right? The big game is 5 days away. Stock up and get ready for your party with Zing Zang. We'll say it again. Bloody Marys, bourbon sours, margaritas in the can, 9% alcohol by volume. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Zing Zang. And please Zing Zang responsibly.
It's time for the final hour fun fact.
It's the hour 3.
Fun fact. Fun fact.
Did you know? As a man who was raised and still, for the most part, is white trash, there are only 10 Kmarts left in the United States.
Isn't there one in Carson?
10.
Is the one still there in Carson?
Carson
up
is
to 110?
gone. Carson is gone.
Oh, wow.
Holy crap.
Yes, that Kmart is gone.
The mouth guard guy knows.
The Kmart on Fairfax and was that 3rd, I think? That is gone.
I remember. Well, wasn't it like? Oh, I'm thinking.
Kmart's were everywhere.
I was thinking of Montgomery Ward.
Montgomery Ward and Sears. Yes,
Sears.
Montgomery Ward
What happened to
and
them?
Huntington Beach gone.
Do you
But
think
what
it
happened?
happened?
Who did they
BK, they
get
went
absorbed?
bankrupt.
Oh,
I mean,
I thought they
basically
got
Walmart.
absorbed by somebody.
Like,
yeah, Walmart.
Walmart just knocked them all out of
Do
business.
you think it's because when somebody would like look kind of cheap, people would say like, I see how it is, Kmart?
Yeah.
Do you think it was that negative connotation?
I remember. I can still remember the first dig at me from my Kmart days. My family shopped at Kmart for me, and I had these just BS shoes on in gym class. And I'll never forget. Her name was Yolanda Williams, and she came up to me and she said, "What's up with your 2 and 5 slip and slides?" I was like,
Crushed you.
Hey,
crushed me.
Crushed you.
And I went home and asked my mom. I
You
said,
had
"Hey,
no chance
what's
after
up with
that.
my 2 and 5 slip and slides?" She goes, "Oh, that means you got 2 pairs for $5, and yeah, your shoes suck. Sorry, it's all we can afford." I was
And
like,
Yolanda's spot on.
Yolanda Williams put it right to me. But there are only 10 left. At their peak, there were
Gosh.
2,554 Kmarts. In California, we have 3 left, all Northern California. Freedom,
wow.
California.
Losers.
Grass Valley, California.
Freaks.
And South Lake Tahoe, California.
Troglodytes.
So there you go. That is your fun fact.
Matt,
There goes the fan base.
I have a textoso that says this.
The secret text
Put another sticker on the car.
Sold out to Chevy.
I didn't realize it was his real number.
This
yeah.
So I hit the Textoso line frequently.
Yeah.
But your name comes up.
Really late at night, like, sup, you up?
Yeah, I did.
Sup? What you doing?
Yeah, we reminisce.
WYD question mark.
This mouth guard sponsor came too late for Kate's teeth. What? He grinds his teeth.
Kate's, that's not funny.
Oh, God.
Nope.
People don't forget. Our listeners forget nothing. They forget nothing. That was one segment we talked about. Kate's needed to go to the dentist.
But if you think, right, that Kmart collapsed in lieu of Walmart, which brought the Rams, basically, because that dude married the Walmart lady.
Yeah, Kroenke.
I heard she's really hot.
You know what? She's a lot more attractive than you think. You would think.
I bet.
I was very surprised. I was like, you know what?
Get a Zodiac for free.
You marry someone that's worth like $65 billion. You're expecting the worst. And
I got one. What happened to Pick and Save?
Oh, Pick and Save.
It became the 99-cent store.
Or
Which is no
Dollar
longer
General.
99 cents. And the Dollar General, my mom
Big
hit
Lots.
some.
It
I got
became
one.
Big Lots.
Big Lots.
Shout out to Olga.
Thank you, Wacko.
Mama
Olga.
Bear.
Yeah.
God bless you, Olga.
She said the other day to someone, like, giving them, an insider tip. She hit him with the dollar store, it's no longer $1. It's actually $1.25.
Not
I
going.
was like,
Mom.
thanks, Mom.
Hey.
And I had to look at the people like, sorry, it's okay. She didn't mean it like that.
It's a rough go at the dollar store. It is. It's you wonder why those paper towel cost 99 cents, and then you pull the thing and it's like 6 sheets of paper towel.
Yeah.
It's like, oh well,
Yeah.
that explains it.
Thank you.
Ooh,
I love your teeth.
One more secret textoso.
The secret text line.
Sold out to Chevy.
It says, damn, they brought Mo Green out to see you guys? Yes. They brought Mo Green, the guy who runs this casino. You don't buy him out.
Godfather?
He buys you out.
exactly right.
Love it.
I'm Mo Green.
People can't get a drink at a table. He's got cocktail waitress, 2, 3 at a time.
I love it.
You straighten my brother out? I'm smart. Not like everybody
My wife.
says.
Isn't that Godfather?
This is
That's Fredo.
That's Fredo. I deserve respect. I'm smart.
I know it was you, Fredo.
You ever kiss your brother like that?
Not
On the lips?
for radio. Not for radio.
In Cuba, right before it falls. We'll be back. I don't know if Mark Sanchez is ever going to leave.
Never.
We only got 2 segments left, and he's still got a burger.
For a guy with giant hands, he eats slow.
Sorry.
That's
No,
smart.
it's all right.
Small bites. Let it digest.
It's because of you people coming here with all the paraphernalia. Mark Sanchez's hands are so big that he could carry out a pump fake like no one else in the history of football. All the way through, Steve DeBerg wishes he had Mark Sanchez's play-action ball skills.
You know who can't do it? Poor Kenny Pickett.
Oh,
with those baby hands.
It's terrible.
Those tiny little baby hands.
He's like that Kristen Wiig character. Thank God golf plays in a dome, right?
Exactly right.
Fingers stop at the knuckles. I bet they got a real boner when they measured your hands at the draft, huh? I mean, I bet they freaked out. Oh, the greatest, 10th biggest hands in the history of the NFL.
Look at that.
I might, if I was Sanchez, I'd pay like,
You got to say top 10.
top 10.
Top 10 ever.
10.
Because you were 10.
Thank you.
There you go.
What
That's
I
all I
would
got.
do
What
is-
are they, 10 1/4?
Oh, I don't. No, they were. Oh, I see what you're saying. Inches. Good question.
You don't remember, huh?
What I would do is charge people $500 a pop just to slap them. You want to get slapped with
They
the
got those contests.
10th biggest hand in the history of the NFL?
yeah.
It sounds like an OnlyFans.
Swap!
You know what? You want to make some money?
Hey.
If this mezcal thing doesn't work out, I got an idea.
Could rub it all over our bodies.
Right.
Yes.
We'll be right back with more PMS next.
Tuned. We'll be right back here on AM 570 LA Sports.
And have all that praise and adulation for the moment, and know that you made it. We were all happy for you, and obviously we could not wait to see what was next. But when it comes to a guy like Aaron Donald and playing with these guys, and just every moment that you've had out there, saying goodbye to Tom Brady after you beat you beat those guys. I mean, are you old enough to where you can really absorb the moment in the moment and say, wow, this is, great NFL history that I'm part of, and, this is part of my story too? Or is that all something we're going to talk about, later when we're promoting your Alta Loma prime rib joint or whatever you got going on?
yeah, right. It's a fine line. It's a fine line of really letting my guard down to truly understand and appreciate what I'm doing, and being away from 2 years and coming back. And look, I'm in it, right? Yeah. And people just don't do this. And to play at a high level that I'm doing, like, it just doesn't happen. So you do a little bit, but also, like I said, in Kobe's famous words, the job's not done yet. And this will all go down the wayside if we don't end up doing what we're all meant to do, and that's go win it all.
On AM 570 LA Sports, we have got Super Week in Los Angeles covered from Hollywood Park all the way to 3rd Street Promenade, from the desert to the sea, for all of Southern California. AM 570 LA Sports and Super Week Los Angeles. Wow, it's here.
Super Week during the run-up to the Super Bowl 56. It's happening this Sunday at SoFi Stadium. You'll hear it right here on your home of the Super Bowl, AM 570 LA Sports. Rams versus Bengals. Kevin Harlan, Kurt Warner will be on the call. We're live here at Hollywood Park Casino. It's beautiful. Cannot recommend
We're having the
coming
time of
down
our
here.
lives.
Oh, it's fantastic.
This is live.
This is live. You're looking live at Hollywood Park Casino.
You're looking at now, sir. Everything happening now? It's happening now.
Mark Sanchez is with us. He has a real estate portfolio. He is an alcohol magnate, Campante Mezcal. Mezcal Campante. It is artisanal. And you can get all the details. Well, first of all, you can buy it at Javier's in Newport. You can buy it at a liquor store off the 55. It's like super cool wine, elite access only.
Wine exchange.
What is it?
Wine exchange.
But
Wine
you can
exchange.
get it on the .com.
You can get it on the .com, or at least I'll tell you where you can get it on the .com. Mezcal Campante. It is delicious. We have almost dusted an entire bottle together.
Even the Zing Zang guys got a taste.
They were like,
And
"Ooh."
usually they only drink the drinks in a can.
That's right. And thank you to our friends Chris and Tom from Zing Zang and their margarita bourbon and
Zing
Bloody
Zang.
Mary in a can. Ready to go. 9% alcohol by volume. 2 shots in every can.
When I say zing, you say zang. Zing. Zing. Orale.
Love
Thank
it.
you.
Just gave away 2 pair of
Orale.
tickets to the Super Bowl experience happening over there at the LA
Super Bowl
Convention Center.
experience.
Yes, the Super Bowl experience.
Is there an experience around here? Because all I noticed was long stoplights and a lot of construction for the Clipper thing into it. Is there, other than the NFL Network, which is here where Matt works and just walked over after work, is there an experience here other than what we have at HPC?
I think there's a little something going on. There's some tents over there. They got some things happening.
On site?
The
On
Radio
site,
Row?
yeah.
I don't know.
The Radio Row?
Radio Row's at the convention center.
Like, can Lawrence Phillips just get up and walk over to Radio Row, or do you have to
From
have
here, no.
you have to have a wristband or
Well,
something?
you got to go to the convention
Well, it's
center.
downtown.
It's at the convention center.
LA's big.
They did
Spread
Radio
out.
Row
Really spread out.
downtown. The experience is in the convention center, and the experience is brought to you by Ford. Stop by and see the
Downtown, right
built-
off the 405.
That's
dude.
right. Yeah, right off the 405. Yeah, that's good.
Built Ford Tough, electrified tailgated Super Bowl experience featuring Ford electric and hybrid trucks and their ability to electrify your NFL fan tailgate. Brought to you by your Southern California Ford dealers and Ford, the official trucks of Super Bowl 56.
Well, since Sanchez is still here and refuses to leave because he wants to promote his awesome mezcal,
I'm not leaving.
Campante,
Don't leave.
we should ask him. We've talked about Stafford. We've talked about Burrow. We've talked about all kinds of things. We haven't talked about Lincoln Riley and
Yeah.
USC. He was on Radio Row today with
He
Jacob
was.
Ullman and walking around.
Wearing his scarlet and white.
Yeah.
Hello?
It's weird.
Yeah, he changed the SC to a white.
It's white,
I
not
think it looks
gold.
like an Oklahoma shirt now.
What?
You
Yeah.
talk to him. If
It's
you want.
kind of weird.
What are you talking about?
He like the SC logo on his quarter zip is white. It's not gold.
It looks like Oklahoma.
Is it a black shirt?
No, it's
Cardinal.
I mean, it's Cardinal. I made a joke
Cardinal
and said
and he
it's
put a
so
white-
it's Cardinal, but it's white instead of gold.
It looks
He
like
didn't design that. That's the
Scarlet-
people at Nike.
I mean, I
Don't
wish-
do that.
I'm just
It
asking.
looked-
It's-
don't do
you don't
that.
think that's weird?
it looked like Crimson and Cream to me. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my god.
It doesn't matter. It's
Here
neither
we
here nor there.
go.
Look, that I don't like this about having you on the show for an extended period of time. All these people are texting me and saying that Sanchez being here exposes what a terrible person I am. And I
Well,
don't like that.
I didn't want to say
But
it.
it's true. It's been
You
like
know?
2.5 hours of exposure, and I don't like that.
I don't like it, Mike.
With Matt here, we kind of cancel each other
Yeah.
out with our terribleness.
I'm more hateable.
But I do want to
Oh, yeah,
ask
there you
you
go.
about what you think about the hire of Lincoln Riley. Obviously, it's been about a dozen years of ineptitude at USC football. It's hurt the West Coast. It's
Yep.
hurt the conference.
Yep.
USC's finally gotten around to giving somebody control and writing that check.
Give that the horns.
I know that you were at the press conference, right?
was,
and the
I
whole
was.
deal, and you've seen him and met him. What do you think?
Well, I think a big splash hire was necessary. I think this one was special because I don't know if it sounded like SC sent out a bunch of calls.
The
and,
SOS.
Yeah, like to big time coaches just to make them say no. Coaches at established programs just to make them say no and send out the recruiting packet, if you will, of what LA has to offer. And the fact that one of them said yes was, I think, a smart play by Mike Bohn and USC, because you might as well swing for the fences.
Like a volume shooter at the club.
Yeah, and then before the lights come on, the roaches scatter. So you swing for the fences, and anything else is, you might land somewhere else. Great. He has made it a point to, 1, win the transfer portal, 2, lock down the state of California. Because you know this, Petros, you've covered high school football for a long time. You keep these California kids in state and get them to SC, we're competitive now.
Yeah, and you can even develop O-line that way.
That's what I'm saying. So give them a chance to lock down the state, keep it here, keep your guys here, make it the destination place for quarterbacks. Like when I was coming out, it was Carson Palmer, it was Matt Leinart, even Matt Castle got some love and ended up playing quarterback in the NFL. Like there was no other option really for me. I had to go explore and see other things, but this was the place for a quarterback in Southern California. That SC interlock meant a lot. He's got to bring that back, and he's made that a commitment. And once we do that, we're competitive now. And then every couple of years, if you're in the big game,
in the conversation,
then, take your shot at the title. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. All you got to do is get in that tournament. And he's made it a point
should go undefeated
to make sure. I don't know about that. All I'm saying is we shouldn't have lost to Oregon State. We shouldn't have lost to a couple teams.
Well, that was because of the mouthpiece.
That happened.
That was a hell of a mouthpiece.
If you had one of our mouthpieces.
That's right, Power Plus.
Wow.
You almost hit Gary Klein.
That hurt.
You threw the mouthpiece and you almost hit poor Gary.
Was that the Mexico flag mouthpiece?
Yes.
Yeah, that thing was awesome.
It was so sweet.
That was awesome.
La bandera mexicana.
I met that guy that picked the ball off, too. He goes to every Oregon State.
Dude.
Greg Laybourne.
Thanks.
No, I'm telling you, he goes to all. He's a hero.
Yeah.
Bad guy. By the way, here's some good news. Good news. Kudos to Lincoln Riley. Showed up at Radio Row. White quarter zip, Cardinal and gold interlock in SC. So there we go.
See? So why were you putting that out?
No, he did. It was a big thing online. You didn't see it.
But then what were you talking about with the Cardinal and the white?
Because
everyone was like, why is he wearing Cardinal and white? It became like an online thing for like a day and a half.
Oh, so he switched it up.
So he switched it up. He's back to the, hey, man, wear the Cardinal.
Lincoln Riley saved West Coast football. And I'm not kidding.
Well, it's important. It's important for the Pac-12 for USC to be relevant. It's important for college football in general to be relevant. If it's only the Southeastern Conference,
who cares?
Then it's NASCAR.
Exactly right.
Think about it.
Regional.
It's regional.
Right.
And then people out here won't tune in if it's not Miami, if it's not USC, if it's not Notre Dame.
You start cheering for Ohio State. You can't have that.
Yeah, you need these teams that have a little star power to them, that have a little glitz and glamour to them. And SC is one of those programs. And to make West Coast football relevant, it's important for SC to be good.
And now that everyone can get paid, I think a lot more, right? I would think a lot more teams are going to be Clown Acts. I mean, look, we could pay them now. We couldn't before.
You'd have ended up at A&M, wouldn't you?
100%.
Whoa.
If you would have played
100%.
if you were playing in 2015, coming out of modern day or something.
And they're giving you $1 million.
Why A&M?
Because they're going to write you $1 million check.
You're going to Bama.
Have you been in College Station?
No.
So here's the thing, and I told this story the other day, being recruited by other schools. And I remember going to Ohio State. I remember being in the Horseshoe. My high school highlight tape was on the big screen. They had the band there. Awesome. I had Ohio State jersey.
That's pretty awesome.
I was talking to Jim Tressel, and I was going
Brutus,
to be
the Buckeyes running around.
I was going to be a Buckeye. They audio dubbed Keith Jackson's voice over my high school highlight tape, the young sophomore from Southern California. Over the highlight tape that was my high school highlights in the Horseshoe at Ohio State. Done deal. Where do I sign? And I remember Coach Tressel talking about, it's awesome. The last 10 years, we've had great football weather for this Michigan-Ohio State rivalry. We play every year right around Thanksgiving, and it snowed every time.
Oh, beautiful.
And I remember looking at my dad like,
I'm out.
What?
It snows here.
We got to drive to Big Bear or, Mammoth for snow. What's he talking about snow during games? And it never occurred to me. I realize it doesn't occur to these young high school kids that are leaving the state, the Bryce Youngs, the DJ Uyungleleles, the JT Daniels. You can't pick out some of these places on the map. You think Bryce Young knew where Tuscaloosa was on the map? No, but Alabama was a big deal, so he win. Think about it. Think about it. And there's no slide on them. But it's no slide on them. It's just the way it is. And so you don't think about that. I remember that 18-year-old version of myself and I'm looking at the jerseys. I'm looking at their record. I'm looking at football stuff. I'm not thinking about the weather and life after football and life after college and what a degree from that university means. I never thought about that, but thank God for my parents and my brothers who reminded me what that was.
Yeah.
And so that's why I ended up here. But it's got to be the only option for these kids, because if we keep them here, we'll be competitive right now.
Do you have like really big numbers on your phone at home because your hands are so big?
Like the the Life Alert phone, the Life Alert version of the
mega
phone.
button phone.
Here, I'm done. And the remote. Bye.
Our hero.
Goodbye.
Is it hard to
That
type?
was
With
it.
your, is it hard to
So
type with your
thanks
thumbs?
for having.
Like, do you get multiple letters?
No,
like,
dude.
What? You got big hands.
Don't body shame me.
I got tiny hands. It's embarrassing. You got big digits.
Look.
Whoa.
That's great.
I look like Blossom if she gained like 300 pounds. Okay? You're a good-looking guy.
Everybody tells me I look like Corky from Life Goes On.
That's lost on him. That is lost on
Missed
him.
it by a mile.
That's what they say.
Who understood that reference? Corky's still alive, man.
He is.
We'll be right back with more PMS. We'll say goodbye and ask Mark Sanchez to forgive us for our insolence.
Campante.
What a stud, Mark Sanchez,
best.
ladies and gentlemen. The best of the best.
That's the truth.
A hero in Los
the
Angeles
truth.
and beyond.
I don't crack easy under pressure.
Download the free iHeartRadio app and search AM 570 LA Sports to listen to us wherever you go.
Power up with the Power Plus mouth guard. Power Plus is the next step in human evolution. By simply placing your jaw into the Power Plus position, you'll be able to achieve maximum strength, speed, and endurance, even mitigate concussion.
Power Plus mouth guard in a 13-year study is showing lower concussion rates to 0.26%.
For maximum performance and protection, get Power Plus today or order now. It will include a free carry case. Power up with Power Plus.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back here on AM 570 LA Sports.
This one is going to be electric. Two amazing offensive players going head to head.
We started this incredible Madden season with 6,000 registered online players after over 40,000 unforgettable matchups. On February 8th, between our final two, it's $250,000 up for grabs.
8-1-8 going head to head.
And in the end, there will only be one. The GOAT.
This is going to be an instant classic.
Come on, man. Let's go!
We will be crowning a Madden Bowl champion.
Join us at the 3rd Street Promenade for the largest free football event in the city, the Tailgate Tour, February 10th through 12th, featuring live broadcasts, NFC champion LA Ram photo opportunities, the LA Charger experience, plus free food and drinks. The Tailgate Tour is coming back to LA and you're invited. Sponsored by Takis, Captain Morgan, Fox Sports Radio, AM 570 LA Sports, and KTLA Channel 5.
Ready for a real cocktail? Introducing new Zing Zang ready-to-drink cocktails in a can. America's #1 Bloody Mary mix with vodka. Zing Zang margaritas, tequila included, and whiskey sours with real Kentucky bourbon. Real cocktails, real ingredients, really good. New Zing Zang full-strength canned cocktails. Legendary taste, legendary day. Always ready.
Prize hooker was one number off from the $500 gift card to Living Spaces, but thankfully, he did not win. Actually, we appreciate Tommy brought us those championship belts today, the family tequila. It was great to see the prize hooker. Fantastic to be here at Hollywood Park Casino with all of you. Thank you so much for hosting us. Thank you to Zing Zang, the 9% alcohol by volume, bourbon, whiskey sours, Bloody Marys, and margaritas in the can. Ready to go, Zing Zang, along with the award-winning Bloody Mary mix. Big thank you to Power Plus Mouth Guards and PowerPlusMouthGuard.com.
Barry's Tickets.
Dave
Weiss, Wacko, Bert,
Chris and Tom,
Matt,
Zing Zang.
But most importantly, and Tim Cates and Ronnie, but most importantly, our guest today, one of the greatest guys of all time, a good sport, riding the waves of great sports talk. Campante Mezcal, available at Yankee Stadium, the only Mezcal available at Yankee Stadium.
How about that? Available at Wine Exchange.
That's true.
Off the 55.
That's right.
Available at Javier's in Newport Beach.
Crystal Cove.
Crystal Cove. You know, Crystal Cove. What else we got?
Clippers or Nat?
Yeah. Oh, Madden. The Madden Bowl Finals, $1 million prize. You can hear it on the iHeartRadio app. Just search EA Madden Sports NFL.
There's only one Mark Sanchez, ladies and gentlemen.
The best.
Not going to find a better Super Bowl show guest than this one.
Number 6.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you guys.
We're out.
It's awesome.
The LA Clippers